Alright, everything's updated, everything's done. It should work now. Maybe? No? Oh, there we go. Now I think it's live. There we go. Alright. Poker faces. Put out to the wazoo. Oh no, I'm not verified yet. Shut up. I don't care, Twitter. Alright, make sure it's shared. Set it to live chat. Alright, looks like we are good to go. DSP surprised us all with this, including me, after saying, guys, I'm too sick, I'm hungover, help. Well, then suddenly he decided he needed a bag. Now, mind you, he just got over $2,000 yesterday. Let's see how much he bags.
Hey, that's for sure, which I have caused, and it's my fault. Welcome to an impromptu post-birthday stream.
For something? Never,
that is correct.
Not DSP.
This is my impromptu post-birthday stream. Yesterday was my birthday marathon. Oh boy, it was a good one. But essentially what happened was I partied a little too hard, as they say. You guys supported me so much yesterday, and you kept having me drink that crazy strong moonshine that, ouch, it hit me really hard. To give you the backstory here, what happened this morning. So, oh shit, I just spilled water everywhere. My wife was supposed to go to work today this morning early, and she gets up very early in the morning to go to work. And she was, waking up to get ready, and she woke me up. Now, normally I just sleep through it, and I get to sleep in a little bit longer before I have to get up and do my stuff to get ready for a stream. And
someone was busy. Someone was doing shit. Someone was playing some VR.
She feels under the weather. She's like,
so
hey,
I'm
not going to work today.
What the fuck? I thought he was
canceled. But I want to let you know in case you wonder why, I'm not getting ready, why there's not the usual hustle and bustle in the house in the morning on a work day when I go to work. And I sat up in bed, and I said, oh, okay, honey. And as soon as I sat up, my head, it was like, vadoom, vadoom. Like, oh, and it hits my stomach. I was so sick to my stomach. Oh, God. I haven't had a hangover like that in a very long time. Now, keep in mind, I've never had moonshine before. So, dang, that stuff is strong, and that hit me real bad. I woke up with such a bad hangover. I was just like, oh, dude. Keep in mind, I wasn't drinking the crappy stuff. I wasn't drinking, like, the flavored moonshines. That's like, oh, strawberries and cream. I drank Blue Flame, which is 128 proof and tastes like you're drinking, like, gasoline. That's what you guys had me taking shots of yesterday for support. All right? So, listen, I'm certainly not complaining about the support. Yesterday was absolutely amazing. We're going to talk about it in a moment.
I'm not complaining about the support, guys.
Because of that, I was like, oh, my God. So, basically, my wife and I both went back to sleep, and I slept a long time and finally got up, like, maybe 2 hours ago, if that. And I was like, all right, time to actually, start doing stuff. So I started, use the bathroom, started hydrating myself, and had a breakfast sandwich, started moving, showered and everything. All right, that obviously was an exception. I am not going to be drinking that crap anytime soon. That stuff was way too strong. Like, those little mini shots of 99 stuff, that's fun. Little shots of, like, the Fireball whiskey or the Crown Royal, or, when I was buying the scotch, that was fine. But this stuff was, like I said, it was like freaking...
During WWE Champions time, guess who made roughly $300 to $400 in tips yesterday? And then guess who just magically happened to end up spending $300 to $400 on WWE Champions? That's right, down from the rafters. Amazing how that happens every single time.
Like pure petrol. It was so strong. I probably could have lit it and it would have went whoosh on fire because it was so strong. So that's not stuff I should be putting in my body on a regular basis. Now I'm 43 years old. I think it's time to relax that crap a little bit. So next marathon, whatever it may be, I will not be doing crazy moonshine like that. That's for sure. That was pretty intense. All right.
We want moonshine.
So anyway, after that, I said, well, what should I do? And then it hit me. I was like, oh, wait a minute. That's right. We hit 100 goals yesterday. And I told you guys, since we were already doing a marathon, that instead of, do a marathon, we would just do a DSP Tries It, which I owed you. And we had talked about it and said it should be taco time, which will be basically a brand new thing I've never done before for DSP Tries It ever. We've never done taco time before. For those who don't know, Taco Time is a American-Mexican hybrid fast food chain here in the Pacific Northwest of the United States. Yes, they compete with Taco Bell, but their food offerings are very different. Like, very different. Like, their whole style of presentation is different from Taco Bell. And since I've never done it before, I figured that'd be something different. It's not like, oh, this is something that everyone has seen, and it's just their next crappy offering that's really not a new offering, but they're just shuffling ingredients around. Instead, it's actually a legit, real, new...
It's Mexican food. You know what's in a taco? Tortilla, meat, and cheese. You know what's in a quesadilla? Tortilla, meat, and cheese. You know what's in a tostada? That's right. Tortilla, meat, and cheese. Guess what's in a taco salad? Tortilla, meat, cheese, and if there's any room left, a little bit of lettuce. Is it healthy for you? Of course it is. It's a salad.
new thing that I've never tried before. I have no clue if it's good or bad. I have no idea. All right, so we're actually going to do that on this stream. I'm going to stream here for, about another 90 minutes or so, and then I'm going to actually take a quick break and go order, and then around 4 p.m. the food will arrive, and it's going to be DSP Tries It taco time live here on the stream.
Eating dinner at 4, you old man.
Now, obviously, another thing that we need to talk about is
giving me money.
FYI, we're almost hitting our next goal. As you can see, yesterday was insane. We started off yesterday's streams. I believe we're at like 97 goals hit. By the end of yesterday's marathon event for my birthday, we hit 108 goals. We hit over 10 goals in that one stream. I want to say it was like 12 goals or something like that. 11 or 12.
Coding, how's it going?
We're at 108 out of 110. So only 2 more goals, and we're doing another reward. But it's like, dude, we've just been hitting so many that we can't even catch up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't even catch up to where we're supposed to be. So I guess the question is, what do we want to do next? Do you guys know of anything else going on right now? You know what I mean? In food or anything that you would want to see me try? And hopefully, since we're doing taco time today, it wouldn't be Taco Bell or something like that. Hopefully it would be something different. Also, I really want to do burgers because I just had turkey burger yesterday for my birthday. That was what my wife had made me for dinner. And oh my God, that turkey burger was ridiculously good. Like mouth-wateringly, amazingly delicious. I couldn't believe how good it actually was.
It was turkey burger, not Jesus.
It blew me away. But I don't want to do a burger again right now. So I'm wondering, like, what else could we be doing that you guys maybe are aware of?
Yeah, what do you want me to do? Here's a list of things
another
you can't
reward
vote for.
when we hit the 110 goals. All right. So let's think about it. You guys know of anything? Hit me up right now in the chat. If anyone has new offerings. The only idea I had was Little Caesars, and the reason I said Little Caesars is because I've literally never done Little Caesars except once over a decade ago when they first opened up in Connecticut. Okay, that's when I tried them, and they were very, very, very mid. They were cheap, but they also weren't good. So it's kind of like, right?
You get what you pay for.
Supercharged, we just did the Minecraft meals. We literally just did those the other day. Here's the toy.
Yeah,
here's
the
zombie hamburglar and the Grimace egg from the 2 Minecraft meals that I had. We already did that a couple days ago.
I was busy. I was
and by the way, guys, how do you like how the sword
DSP.
outpost Lego pops in my background? It looks great, doesn't it? Like, I think it looks superb the way that the sword stands out with the background. So that was a really good choice for us to do the Lego build yesterday. That it really is a good eye catcher. Pretty good. Pretzel crust pizza. Do they have that at Little Caesars? They have pretzel crust pizza. Really? I didn't even know that.
Sounds delicious.
You see, I knew it. Noidle says, yeah, the sword looks great, much better than the sign. I agree. I just tossed the sign down on the floor yesterday. Here it is.
Wow, throwing it on the floor.
This sign's just a shame because it would have looked good if we could have lit it up, but it's too bright. Remember we plugged it in the other day, it blinds you? It's just too bright of a sign, and it's not adjustable. Like, there's no dimmer on it that you can dim the power. So sadly, it's just not a very good idea.
Yeah,
it was all right for a week, but I think we'll probably retire it now that we have something nicer for the background.
Dumbass.
Okay. Get the deep dish from Little Caesars. Really? You think the deep dish is good? See, maybe we'll definitely do Little Caesars. Supercharged says stuffed pretzel crust from Little Caesars is amazingly good. All right, I think we know what we're doing next. So today's taco time, and then when we hit 110 goals, it's probably gonna be Little Caesars. And then after that, we'll have to think about 120. I mean, we're insane. At this point, though, here's what we should do. We should hit the reset button because remember, every 100 we're supposed to reset, and we didn't do that yesterday. So we'll do 8 out of 10 rather than 108 out of 110. We'll just say we're at 8 out of 10 goals hit because that's.
So it's hiding the fact that he hit 100 again.
Speaking of which, a couple people contributed. Actually, let's do some shout outs. So we start off today.
That is
$15,000. Maybe we could do a short indie game like Beginner's Guide, or There's a Gun in the Office. I think that would work well for today. I don't know what we want to do right now. Like, we could literally do anything. We could just sit here and talk and hang out. We could try to play a game. I could do whatever we want. I don't want to do Atom Fall because obviously I was so late. That just doesn't make sense. We should hold off on that. And then tomorrow we're going to be doing Salt to Midnight. So we're basically going to continue out with the schedule for the week, just skipping an Atom Fall stream. There's nothing I can really do about that. But as for anything else,
if you
guys wanted to play something, I'm down. Or if you just want to hang out, I feel like people might have some stuff to talk about after yesterday. Let's see. And then, like I said, around 3:30, I got to order the food, and at 4, we're actually going to have the food show up. So that'll be great. Okay. Cool. So thank you there. Let's take a look.
It's just okay. But you know what? For what? $10?
Okay. Solidus Snake Fan, a $10 super chat. Says, awesome, really cool, funny song. So I guess Solidus Snake Fan was just coming by and listening to the intro music. That's the same music. Some of those songs are over a decade old. A lot of those are from like 2011. I'm not even kidding.
Because you have no creativity of your own. You got to rely on everyone else to make it for you.
So into it, like fandoms, that I had like a fandom that would send me all kinds of submissions constantly, and we just made them part of the intros and stuff over the years.
And
so there you go. I'm glad you like the remix.
Nice fans used to make them for me.
NVL Roy with a $2 super chat. Happy late B-Day, bro. Thank you, NVL Roy. It certainly was a crazy good birthday. Like, we had a ton of fun. Right, we did. With everything that we did, it was fun. Schedule 1 is really good, and I would be down to play some of that if and when, even if you want to play on this stream. It was good. It's just we didn't really get too far into it because the food was ready. So Schedule 1 is fun. I'd love to play more of it now that I'm sober and I can focus on it better. The Lego build was great. It took 2 hours to build, but we got it done, and it looks great in the background. Now that we have that one, and that one looks so good, I'm actually hyped to build the Piranha Plant, the Super Mario Piranha Plant, because that's the one we're going to do when we formally bring back Lego Nights. So that actually is getting me pretty pumped because it looks really cool, and I think that's going to look even better for the background. Okay. The one thing we didn't get to do. We didn't get to play Minecraft at all. There was no time. We had the intro, which was like 2 hours of hanging out, people contributing and saying happy birthday. And then we had schedule one, then we had dinner, then we did the Lego, and then it was over. Like that was the whole day. It took forever. So I promise you guys, we
I
will
love it. It was
absolutely play
Lego.
Minecraft at
It
some
was
point
a
too. Like, I'm
Minecraft
down
stream
to
with
play
no
it. It
Minecraft.
sucks that we didn't, but we could play it at any time. I now have four different codes for the characters in Minecraft. We have the zombie hamburglar, the grimace egg, and then
But
someone sent me
apparently
two
they
more
only
codes:
work
a
on
French fry
Bedrock.
helmet, and what was the last one? Oh, a burger that's like a crystal, but it looks like a Big Mac. So that's kind of cool, right? So lots of good stuff there when we get to play Minecraft eventually. Now, this is just funny. You got to listen to this one. I love it when these come through because they're hilarious. I got a $5 super chat from someone called May Ann who says, hey, great marathon yesterday. All the hallmarks of a great DSP gaming marathon, like drunk begging, crying, and excessive belching. Well, let's see. There was no drunk begging. There was celebration because people were being so supportive of me, and I was so happy
You
that
were
I was
begging.
expressing my gratitude
You were
and my
100%
happiness
begging.
at having a great day. So yeah, actually, I did tear up at one point because I was so grateful for everyone being so nice to me. I even said, you know, I didn't know what was going to happen with all the drama recently and all of that. There was a big chance I felt that there was going to be a big turnaround in attitude against me, and that people were going to turn against me and not like me because I wasn't doing drama content anymore. And instead, it's been the opposite. Especially these last couple of weeks have been overwhelmingly over the top levels of support, and it made me feel so nice and happy and you know, appreciated. So the funny part is, you could say that there was drunk begging, crying, and excessive belching, and you're probably right in all those regards. But the difference is, I made like over $2,000 yesterday while I was doing all of that stuff, while you're just sitting here.
Guys, it's okay that I was begging yesterday because I made a bunch of money. But yeah, because you were begging. That's how the begging works, dumbass. You cry and beg, and then you get money for it. Wow, guys, it's amazing. He created and begged for a bunch of money, and then he got it. Can't imagine how that happened. Dumbass. What did you think was going to happen when you begged? God, he's such an idiot. And look at how smug he is. Guys, I made so much fucking money yesterday. That means it's okay for me to beg. Fuck you.
With sour grapes actually throwing me more money the next day to try to get like a jab at me, but you paid me to
It
do
was
it.
very pathetic.
You're just not that smart. So thanks for $5 super chat. DJ and DJ also with a $5 super chat. Says, I had to work yesterday. Happy late birthday. Thank you, DJ and DJ. I appreciate you. Good to see you here today. Hopefully you didn't have too bad of a work day yesterday. And welcome to the stream, the chill stream, because man, you know, after yesterday, I need a nice chill. Why do you think I'm wearing this incredibly comfy, oversized sweatshirt today? I was like, today I am just bumming it. I am, you know, just going to relax. Okay. Let's see here.
So, are you not going to beg today? Are you really not going to beg today? I'm going to say X the gout on that he's not going to beg today because he made so much money yesterday. Ass. He definitely
So
created
this is
his own
great. Another
world,
troll
dude.
over on Kick says, what, do you think making $2,000 in a day makes you a legend? I don't know what it makes me, but it certainly makes me, you know, better than you. I'm not the one sitting in my chat so upset that I had a good day yesterday that I have to sit there and be all pissy about it. Like, you could be doing anything else with your life right now. You could go be doing productive, positive things, but instead you're sitting here all upset that I had a good day yesterday. So, you know, for the record, your tears are very
Yeah, it's
tasty.
normal day, Matthew.
You know,
Normal
that's
day
what
for
I have
him.
here. Fresh brewed, sad boy hater tears from yesterday being such a good day. And let me tell you, it's a fine vintage. It's a very fine vintage. It's delicious. All right. Anyway, let's continue. See, and then I love it because then he tries to judge. He goes, oh, I'm not begging for pennies and dimes. I made $2,000. That's a lot of pennies and dimes. Anyway, let's continue here.
He's being such an ass about it. Does he not realize it?
Oh,
Of course
yeah,
he
I
doesn't
agree.
realize it.
$1.50 tip. Someone says, you're forever indebted to Ghost Drone, who made all those bangers back in the day. It was Ghost Drone and S Beast Music. S Beast Music made all the rock ones with the guitar, and Ghost Drone made all kind of like the almost like club music remixes, you know, like Doug's on the Floor. So, yeah, I agree. Like,
Yeah,
back in the day,
Thugs
there
on
was
the
like
floor.
maybe 3 or
Thugs on the
4 people
floor. Shoot 'em in
who
the face
made
as
a
they're on the
ton of
fucking
music
floor.
remixes, and I've literally been using them. All these years. See, here's how it used to work, and this is what no one even remembers, okay? YouTube used to be a social media page, just like Facebook, just like MySpace back in the day. It was actually a place where, yes, you would post your videos up, but you would post up your schedule. There was actually a running blog where you would post up daily updates to your viewers about stuff going on. And there was also parts where you could feature content. So, for example, if Ghost Drone posted up, like, remixes for me, I would highlight his remixes on my page, and he would get, no lie, tens of thousands of views sometimes in just a couple days on his own channel through my channel highlighting his. Your channel pages used to actually be the focal point of YouTube, and they would rank them. They actually had daily achievements where you'd be ranked on how many views your channel page got, and my channel page used to be in the top 20 channel pages every single day on YouTube. It was one of the most visited channel pages on the entire site, not just for like, oh, gaming, for the entirety of YouTube. That's how hot my channel page was back in the day. But then YouTube destroyed it. They took away all the features and they made channel pages generic and have no features and made it look like a white textbook page. So when that happened,
Womp womp.
almost all of the good stuff went away. And now it just became so commercialized and so boring. So, you know, like overnight, people would make me these remixes and get highlighted and get all these views, and then all of a sudden they wouldn't get any views anymore. So they stopped making the remixes, right? Why are you going to put all this effort in if even if I try to highlight it, the thing gets like 200 views? So That's YouTube's fault. YouTube wanted to change over the years to be like a
It's not
television network, which
DSP's
they're
fault. He
not.
can't
They
feature
literally think
anymore.
they're a
It's
television network,
YouTube's
and they have
fault,
metrics and
guys. He
things that are
said
based off of like
so.
television viewership, when absolutely no content on YouTube is like a TV. They don't get it. So they ruined their own site. I mean, there was at one point it was so hot and so popular, and people were going to YouTube to hang out and have fun and talk with the community. And now going to YouTube, you're just staring at a bunch of textbook pages and looking for videos in this giant algorithm that doesn't really work properly. So it sucks.
It does work
I
properly.
love
It
back
just
when they
doesn't
having
feature you
SBCs and
anymore,
ghost
so you
domains
hate
and
it.
remixes and then giving them popularity because I could highlight their content. It was like my hands were tied after a while. They just said, "Oh, we're just gonna delete it all." I even made a video. It was one of my hateful truth reviews. Was when YouTube redid their channel pages to make everything look awful. And you want to know the worst part about all of it? Here's the worst part about all of it.
I don't make
They
money off
justify
it
it
anymore, guys.
by
It's
saying,
bullshit.
"Oh, well, the reason we did this is because everyone's going to mobile devices, and we want our site to be functional on mobile devices, because if we don't, then we're going to lose out on a whole ton of traffic." Now, YouTube was correct. Everyone in the last decade, right, has gone over to phones, and everyone digests this content now on their phones. That's correct. But the funniest part about all of that is that it doesn't work right on the phone. It's 2025. The YouTube app sucks.
It
doesn't
on
work
the
properly.
phone.
You
I'm
can't
pretty
access
sure
all the
it
content.
does.
Me as a creator, I can't even do everything on the app that I would want to do as a creator. Like right now, if I wanted to make a new video, the featured video on my channel page, you can't do that from a mobile version of YouTube. You have to go into a browser, load the desktop edition of YouTube through your browser on your phone, and then force feed it to do it. Almost 15 years ago, they changed YouTube to work on mobile, and it still doesn't work right on mobile. Anyway, yeah, pretty stupid.
Sounds like he doesn't know
No,
how
we're
to
not doing
use it
Adam
on
Fall today,
mobile.
DH1.
That's
We're just
all.
we're not doing the Adam Fall stream. It was way too late to begin it. If we play anything, we'll do a quick indie game or something like that. But yeah, no Adam Fall today. Oh, by the way, something that I have done, I got an air filter or air purifier for the office.
Yes, that's the funniest part, that he's gonna owe so much more to the IRS. But it's gonna be hard for him to pay him back when he's in prison for tax evasion from the past 6 years. Can't fucking wait.
And I put it right over there next to the TV. It's one of those shark ones. It's made to be like for like an office or a bedroom. And I just plugged it in. It's claiming the air in here is pretty clean, which is a good thing. But I know that the air quality goes down in the spring, especially when the pollen starts coming in and all that. So this thing has a HEPA filter in it, and it's supposed to actually clarify all the air in here for me, which would be great. Maybe I won't be sneezing. Remember the other day, I started sneezing wildly in the middle of the stream, and everyone was like, "You okay?" I was like, "Yeah, let's
It was
get."
like 150. They've already found it on Twitter. It's like $150 air purifier with RGB lighting. I'm not kidding. It has RGB lighting. Why? No one knows. Except for DSP's being a dumbass, as always.
The allergies hitting. So hopefully this thing will keep the air in here clean and less stuffy. We'll see how well it works, hopefully. I've never had one before. I've actually literally never had an air purifier for the office ever. I don't know why. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. But now, again, since you guys support me so much, I can just buy something like that on a whim and not have to worry about it. So thank you for that. We'll see how well it works, right? That's correct. Kudo just did a $5 super chat and said, channels used to be so awesome. You were able to click links along the top. If you were a YouTube partner, it was way more customizable. Oh, yeah. YouTube was so fun because it basically kind of had almost like daily competitions. Like each channel would say, hey, amongst this category, if you're a gamer or
how
you're a
many times did
comedian
you
or
win
you're this
those
kind of a creator,
competitions,
you actually
dumbass?
ranked number 257 out of all of them today. And it would be, oh, that's neat. And you could click and it would show everyone else you're competing against and how they placed views-wise and everything. It would do video views, it would do channel views, like it would do all this stuff. And it was such a neat thing. Yeah, I used to have a schedule. So right now, as you know, I do my schedule on the post page here on DSPGaming every night. Well, they used to have a built-in schedule. You didn't have to post it up on your post page. It was actually, you could just go into a little area and type your whole schedule in. So I'd say, okay, Tuesday I'm playing this game, Wednesday I'm playing this game, Thursday I'm playing this game, and all the release dates would be there. So everything would be laid out right in front of you. And it was easily sortable. Everything was good. YouTube just messed it all up over the years because, again, they really, really wanted to pretend like they were a television station, which they're not. Like, oh, we're going to change all the pages. We're going to change all our metrics to try to compete with, like, broadcast TV. Like, you are stupid as hell. YouTube has had the worst management I've ever seen for over a decade, and it hasn't gotten any better. Like, I know management has changed hands and everything, and it's still terrible. They just don't know what they're doing. It's like, here's the keys to the kingdom. $billion company. By the way, give it to complete morons who don't even understand the site. And they'll try to run it like a TV station. That sounds like smart, doesn't it? Whatever. All right, well, thank you, Kudo, for that. Let's see here. See, that's true. DJ says, well, today just wouldn't be fair anymore. Most YouTubers have channels for everything. Gaming, vlogs, other things like Mr. Beast. You're right. And again, it's so different. You go back in the day. I remember when you would have people who were just specialized to one thing because it was actually because people had passion and people were genuine. Today, everyone's fake, right? Like, I remember I was one of the people who was very outspoken during that era. Okay, when you had guys like Toby Turner, who was known for making stupid chicken and a biscuit song on YouTube. All of a sudden, he claims he's a gamer. And he comes out with a gaming channel. And there were these people who you could tell they were dressing up and putting on makeup and they were meant to be like, oh, we're going to do vlogging and modeling and things like that on YouTube. And all of a sudden they were gamers. We have a gaming channel now. Yeah, but you suck. Nothing you put out is interesting. You're not informed on games. You're just a pretty face. And now you're going to get millions of views because you decided to make a gaming channel.
He is still... Holy shit, DSP. It's been over a decade. It's been over a decade. And you're still so fucking mad about this.
Fucking fake loser.
They're so fake, guys. They play video games for fun instead of for money.
And I called them all out. But that was, again, DSP calling everyone out, right? DSP against the world. I was the one to say these people are phonies and people shouldn't pay attention to them, but didn't stop them and they got prominent. And now every single YouTuber has a page for everything, right? It's pretty sad. Let's
Pretty
see here.
sad, guys, that they can make money on like me.
$2 tip came in from Mars Inhabitant. Congrats. I'm happy for your success. The tears are what winners call tears of joy, something your stalker bums would never feel. I know. I told you guys yesterday, I felt so grateful.
God,
and
the
so
cope
happy
session is
because
off
after,
the fucking
going
charts.
through what I've been through in the last over 10 years, right? Again, being someone on the internet that everyone claims to hate. But then when it gets exposed, the only reason any of them hate me is because it's profitable, because morons throw money at it. Not because people actually hate me or have valid gripes. It's just because they make money doing it, right? I mean, take a look at what's going on right now. It's literally for money. If there was no money in it, they wouldn't do it. They're phonies. But people are so dumb, they don't care. They reward bad bullying behavior.
And yet others like GTG, not monetized. Or the times when, like, back in last June when I got demonetized, guess what? Still made fun of you. Still made fun of you, jackass. It was actually the only month I didn't break $100. All of last year. Only month I didn't break $100 because I was demonetized for most of June. Womp womp. But I still made fun of you.
Despite the fact if it actually is justified or not, just because it gives them personal pleasure to see people get bullied, right? So
No,
after
this
what
is
I've been
gonna
through,
age point like everything else he does.
you got to wonder what was going to happen with everything. Like these last couple of weeks, it was a big chance that I took, handling it the way that I did, and it has worked out great. You know what I mean? It has. Like, people are actually showing up, engaging, and supporting with all of my content. I was able to just play Suikoden, a RPG from the 1990s, in its entirety, and I got all of my goals hit every single time I streamed it. That's insane. Do you understand that I was never able to do that before? How many RPGs have I played over the years? All the Like a Dragon Yakuza games, Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger, Earthbound. Never did I hit my goals playing those games. Never.
You did hit the goals. Just not every stream. There's only some of the streams.
And now I am. People want to come out and support me because I'm genuine, because I'm not some faker, I'm not some phony, I'm not sitting here to bully and crap on others, I'm not some shilling crappy product. You know what I do is real, and people appreciate that, and they're coming out in droves to support me.
DSPGaming
I'm
real,
so
guys. DSPGaming
I
real.
didn't know how things were going to go, but man, it went well. So thank you. What a great day yesterday, how happy I was. At the end I was genuinely like, wow, how the hell did it go that well? Now, we didn't hit the $3,500 goal, so I didn't shave my beard. We could have done that and had the record highest stream ever, so you really let me down in that regard. You see, and that's the thing.
No,
so I say
that's
that,
how
right?
he really
and it's obviously
feels.
a joke. But the people out there are so dumb who don't like me, they actually think I'm being serious. Like, there was no fucking way yesterday I was going to hit $3,500 of support in one stream. No way was I looking for that or expecting it. But it was a running joke. Oh, I'll shave my beard.
He was 100%
But then they actually report on it like it's factually, oh, yeah, see, he really was going for that. And you say, you're so dumb. I was so grateful for anything that I got. And then I ended up having an insanely great day. Excuse me. These people are just fucking nuts, They only want to believe what proves their narrative. They selectively report things, selectively talk about things. They edit things to be what they're not. They're just out of their minds. And the fact that anyone actually watches or listens to their crap is so fucking ludicrously stupid. You've got
So when Raw Phil, Dark Day Mirror, or myself restream you, raw from the source, how's it out of context when you say something stupid? When you sit there and go, guys, my wife should stop working in retail and should be a chef in a restaurant. And maybe she wouldn't be so sad and depressed all the time. What was that, DSP? Your wife is sad and depressed all the time? Was that really something you were supposed to expose to everyone? Were you really supposed to tell everyone on the internet that your wife is sad and depressed all the time because she works retail? I don't know about you, but if I'm his wife, I'm not going to be happy about him saying, guys, my wife hates her life. Everything about her life sucks. She absolutely fucking hates it. Makes her sad and depressed. Why the fuck would you say that? Luis? Oh, he was very late today.
One of the biggest dunces on the planet. And sadly, the problem is there's a lot of dunces now. Humanity as a whole is getting dumber and dumber and finding entertainment in garbage stuff that's not real. It's not even real stuff. It's not like, oh, Phil did this horrible thing. Let's make fun of him. The horrible thing didn't even happen. Right? Oh, Phil was a drunken mess and crying at the end of his stream. No, I was definitely inebriated, but I was having a great time and I was so grateful for everything that had happened.
Why were you
it was tears of joy and gratefulness. That's
why
different
were
than
you
it was
sobbing?
a blubbering, depressed, drunken mess as they report, but that's how they report it, right? That is correct. I do not have a full beard. I have a goatee. It's not patchy. It's just all white. It's literally all white.
It's patchy
so
as
you can't really
fuck.
see it that well on camera, as you can see actually over here, which you've seen close up. Here we go. Right? See? Now you can actually see it. It's all white hairs. This is all pure white hair right here. That's why it looks like that. But I don't dye it because I don't care. I age gracefully. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm not getting older. Soon you're going to start seeing it up here. This hair, there's all white hairs in here. I don't know if you can see them, but there are. I'm starting to get all white hairs up there too. I'm not going to do anything about that. I'm just going to let it go. Nothing I can really do about it. You get older, you get older.
Us making fun of him for dyeing his hair starting to get to him, isn't it?
I don't know why people run from their age. I mean, everyone's going to get old and everyone's going to pass away at one point. Like, it's kind of the human condition. Better that you accept it and you learn to live with
Guys,
it.
everyone's
Guys,
going to die one day, so give me all your money now.
A lot of people think they're going to live forever and they act like that and you're crazy, Anyway, all right. Let's see here.
Don't you guys know you could be giving me all your money right now? What if you died right now?
So
You
Big
didn't give
Larry
me all
Gaming
your
tipped me
money.
$1 saying that they had entered a Street Fighter 6 tournament, and I think they said they had done well with Lily. But they're wondering, is there any character in Third Strike that plays like Lily? Not really. Boy, like Lily is based on a couple strong counter hits into combo and a pretty safe hit string that pretty much what you're trying to do is bait the opponent into a sense of security and then kind of counter hitting them. Every once in a while, a throw mix up. I don't know, maybe Makoto? Maybe Makoto might be one of the closest, I would say, but they're very different. Like, I don't think there's anyone in Third Strike that really plays like Lily. Like you could argue 12 has the keep away moves and dives like she has, but Makoto has
Everything's
the
fake with
grabs
him,
that lead
isn't
into
it?
like hit
Hey,
strings and stuff. So I don't know.
Warren.
It would have to be like a hybrid.
Yeah, he
I would
dyes
say.
his
So thank
hair.
you, Big Larry Gaming, for the $1, and wish.
When the bank leaks came out, you saw he was spending like $80 every time he went to Twirls and Curls. Now, does a haircut cost $80? No. You know what it does? A dye job. Womp womp.
Wish you the best with your future endeavors there in Street Fighter 6. But if you're playing with Lily, you're playing a losing battle because, man, she's one of the worst in the game by far. They didn't give her any real tools. They haven't even improved her. All the patches and things they did to improve the game, they didn't even improve her at all. They just kind of left her while they kept improving everyone else in the game. They just left her as is, so she's like bottom tier. Squirt Rocks gifted a sub, our first gifted sub of the day, and that went to Scram Person. Thank you, Squirt Rocks. Yesterday, we got something like insane amount of gifted subs.
Hint, hint.
I want to say it was like over 200 gifted subs or something crazy like that on Kick. In fact, I should probably check
Trying
now.
to get the subs on Kick, but you can't even break
Syndicator,
50
we absolutely are going to
viewers
play
on
Minecraft.
Kick.
But don't worry,
Womp
we're going to do it.
womp.
It's not like, oh, I didn't get to it yesterday, so now we're just dropping the idea. Absolutely, I want to play Minecraft, okay? They logged me out. They logged me out of Kick. I don't remember the password.
Ah,
I totally forgot it.
they logged you out of Kick and you forgot the password. What the fuck are you doing, DSP?
Okay, hold on. I don't know why
Dallas, how's it
I haven't logged out in a
going?
long time, but I guess they decided to.
Very gracefully. Can't you tell he doesn't look a day over 60?
Now I'm logged in. Cool. Wow, we might be at one of the highest sub counts I've ever had on Kick. We're over 700 subs right now. I think the highest I had at first was like 800, but that was right when I started streaming in like October, and we never went back to that high. But man, we're there.
700 subs.
Oh, let me
50
change
people
the whole
watching.
stream name on Kick. My bad, because this is all wrong. Yeah.
So he had to hurry on stream to cry and beg for money so quickly he forgot to change the title on Kick. What happened? Was he really just, alright guys, I feel better, let's sit down and talk so I can cry for money? Or did something happen to make him run over there real quick?
This is all wrong. Yesterday, I had to get out of here as fast as possible, so I did not set anything up properly at all. I know that. Like, I know I left here and everything was said it was the wrong thing and everything, and I apologize for that, but I had to, I was so beat. I just needed to get the hell out of here. So let's see.
Get out of there and spend all the money on WWE
Yeah,
champions,
holy
we
crap.
know.
Wow. That's incredible. How many did I get? Something like, so far in April, it says I've had over 300 gifted subscriptions, and we're only 1 week into April. That's insane. What a week. I said yesterday, everyone
Yes,
came
no
out
one's
of the week and was so
becoming a real
generous. We had
member.
Lance
They're
Cadmore,
all
we had Ether, we
gifted.
had It's-A-Me Ken. They were just dropping giant bombs yesterday, and it helped so much. Really, it's so nice of you guys, and it helped so much. So thank you guys for that. Yeah, this is wild. Crazy. Thank you all. Okay. All right. So by the way, this is just a chill stream. For those who are joining late, because I see more people are joining right now, this is literally just a post-birthday chill stream. There is nothing crazy we're doing here today. I recovered from my hangover. I recovered from my hangover, and now I'm feeling better, and I just wanted to hang out with the audience. We don't have to play games or whatever.
want to stay
In
here
about
and
an hour,
cry
I'm
back for
ordering
money,
Taco Time,
guys.
which is a local
Lord
hybrid
have
American Mexican
mercy.
fast food chain that's in the
This stream
Pacific
was
Northwest
super
of the US.
bad today.
I've never done Taco Time for DSP
I'm
Tries
sure.
before, but I owe you guys a DSP
I'm
Tries,
glad
so
I
I said we would do
started
it today.
late so we could fast forward.
So we're doing that in about an hour. I'm ordering the food, and then we're going to do it live, okay? So it's kind of just like a chill hangout session. Yes, Major Alex, again, you have to understand that, it's called being human and having emotions. That, yes, I was overcome with emotion at the end of yesterday's stream. I was feeling fulfilled, actually, as a creator and a streamer, that people actually were liking my content and coming by and supporting me, that they didn't actually just hate me, that they actually saw where I was coming from, who I am as a person and a creator, and liking what I did and having an overwhelmingly positive day. That's called tears of joy. If you don't understand what they are, it's probably because you're a miserable wretch who never had any goodness in their life, so you wouldn't understand someone actually being happy and crying because of it.
You're just
because,
miserable,
you're
guys. You don't understand what
So
it's
maybe
like
you
to
should
be
go
so
focus on
happy
it,
you just
right? Go
sob
actually
on
do
stream
something, right?
crying for more money.
All right. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, Taco Time hangover meal. Yeah, all I had ever since. So yesterday after the marathon, I had some like pretzel sticks or something as a snack before I went to sleep. And then this morning I slept in and I finally had like one of the turkey sausage and egg white breakfast sandwiches. So I haven't really eaten that much since dinner yesterday. So taco time will kind of be my food to hopefully kick me out of this.
So, after getting drunk last night, you decided not to eat. Yeah, that sounds healthy. If he has
Okay.
shame, he wouldn't be DSP.
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Someone just asked. I received a $5 tip. Do you plan on playing Lunar Remastered? It's going to come out later this month. Some of my favorite RPGs. Would be great to see you give them a try. No. And here's why. We just finished the Suikoden 1 HD Remaster, correct? Since it did so well, I kind of made a deal with the viewership that I would play Suikoden 2.
I made a deal, guys.
And I do have plans to do that. I think later on in the summer, once some time has passed, we'll probably jump in and play Suikoden 2. All right? Doesn't make sense to play 1 and 2 back to back. It would be too much overload of the same, kind of game, and it would definitely lose momentum. So I don't want to do that. I know from experience. I've tried that before. It doesn't work. Okay? Now, in regards to this Lunar collection, all right? I mean, I'm interested. I've never played the Lunar games before, but I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like it came out of nowhere. There was no real build-up. Like, we knew the Suikoden collection was coming for over a year. No one even knew this Lunar collection was coming out. Now, all of a sudden, it's just going to come out right away. I don't think that's a good idea, because notably, if you're not aware, later on in April, there was a very high-profile RPG called, what is it? Obscure, Claire Obscure? Let me find the real name of it. Hold on. Here we go. Claire Obscure Expedition 33. It's on April 24th, okay? This game looks like a combination of Final Fantasy X with Lost Odyssey, both of which are amazing games. You know what I'm saying? Like, really good games. So, to be honest, if I'm going to play an RPG next, I think that should be the RPG I play. I love Final Fantasy.
Hala hala hala. Put a dollar. Get coffee and brunch croissant on me. I don't do coffee, but I will get a hot chocolate because it's supposed to be, like, cold and, like, snowing tomorrow. It's supposed to be cold enough to snow tomorrow. We're going from 60 a week ago to snowing tomorrow. I'll be able to get myself a hot chocolate. And I'm pretty sure Timo's already on the list, isn't he? And if he's not, we'll add him. Let's see, Timo. Of course, with 3 different scenes, so I got 3 different lists. You are not on this list. All right, well then. Time to add Timo. Your name is on the list. There's a bad boy with the internet. That's a good idea. I haven't had one in years. I say I don't like coffee, but I love hot chocolate.
Fantasy X. I loved Lost Odyssey. Lost Odyssey is a game I've told you over the years I've wanted to play and never got a chance, right? So, let's see how it goes. But I think that's my next focus. So the Lunar Collection, being that they are classic games, I could do it kind of whenever I want. And I'm in no rush right now, even though I understand some people will be like, oh, but it just came out, now it's hot. Yeah, but if I do it now, I don't play
gotta add Warren to the board.
Play another RPG. You can't play 4 RPGs like that. It doesn't work. It is a shame that this is coming out kind of in the middle, because again, it kind of feels to me, again, we're doing it again, RPG overload, right? Like, seriously, here we go again. It's RPG overload, where it's too much of a similar style of game, all releasing at once in a very short period of time, and this results in burnout, where people get tired of seeing that same style of game or playthrough, and therefore it doesn't work. And I don't want to have that. I don't want to have RPG burnout again. So,
Warren.
let's see, okay? Wow, continuing on.
Beast mode.
I received a $5.55 tip from Flatman B. He says, any evil person can turn away from their bad ways. Embrace positivity. It's all gravy. People need to lighten up a bit. I mean, you're right. When I was younger, all right, I was a bully. Okay, I was a troll. I was an internet bully. I literally went after people in the FGC because I had nothing better to do with my life. I thought that making other people miserable, actually was giving me pleasure, as sad as that sounds, because it was. I was miserable. I didn't like my life, so I wanted to bring others down. And I, today, absolutely positively regret those actions, 100%. I wish that I had never done them. The thing is, when I was young, I was immature. I didn't get it. Now that I'm older.
Do you regret them because they were bad, or do you regret them because you got in trouble?
As you get older, some things happen. Number one, you start to get older. You start to see your body slow down. You start to have health problems. And then you start to see people around you, like your loved ones, your family members, right? They start to get old. They start to have...
Good point. He said they made a lot of that Italian pasta salad. They had pounds of pasta salad made. And yet, instead of eating that, he had... What is it? Pretzel bites, he said? Now he's going to be ordering DoorDash? Good idea. Right, Lee? Stop playing Borderlands 2 for Phil? I must be insane. Yes, you are. His worst birthday ever, guys. White chocolate cocoa is awesome. I had never had that. I've only had the regular hot chocolate. Gotta make it with milk. Do not use water. I know some people use water. I don't know why.
Health problems. And then what you realize is that you got one life to live. You got to make the absolute best of it. You got to be as positive as you can with the time you have, because if you waste your time on this toxic negativity, next thing you know, you'll be 65 years old, staring in a mirror, dying, of some debilitating illness and saying, what did I just do with my life? I don't want to be 65 staring in a mirror saying, what happened to the last 65 years? So I kind of had in the last, 7, 8 years an epiphany. I don't want to be a toxic jerk anymore. I just want to do
Hey, Polish,
good.
how you
I want to
doing?
make content that's not toxic, but instead is positive for the people.
Yeah,
on
that's
the internet.
fine, Polish. You
I
don't
don't
need
want
to
to sit
show
around
up
and
every
bully and bring other
stream.
people down to get ahead.
I mean,
I just want to be me,
Polish,
and hopefully
why have you been
people
showing
go
up
off
and
that
giving me
ride
all
with
your
me, and you know what?
money?
They are.
How am I supposed
And
to
that
pay
means
my
something. It does.
bills?
When everyone else on the internet is trying to pull me in this toxic bully direction or lolcow direction, and I say, no, I refuse, even though that could probably get me more attention, more popularity, more money, I don't care. I want to be me, and I want to make the content that I like to make and that I feel is meaningful to the internet and not harmful to people on this planet. So, yeah, that's the thing. As you get older, you realize all these things, and then you look back at the things you've done in your past, and you feel awful. I do. I feel terrible for those people who I bullied, and I actually have gone and apologized to some of them because I think they deserved that at least. And actually, a lot of people don't know
Really
this.
gonna
One
apologize
person
to
actually forgave
Kevin?
me, and I felt so good
Gonna
that
apologize
that
to
person
Duty?
was actually a really good person who had bullied like an idiot when I was young for no fucking reason. It's just a dunce, And they forgave me, and I was like, thank you so much. Now it lets me feel like I can move on and not have to dwell on these horrible things I did in the past. So that's all I can say, man. Focus on the positive. Stay away from the negative. That's all you got to do. Okay, continuing on.
Turn your eyes on, guys. Here's a way to give me money. Don't you guys want to felt the trolls?
Beaver Bother to the $1.50 says, I want an answer. Why don't you like me? Because you're obnoxious. There's a difference between being like excited or how can I say energetic or obnoxious. You are obnoxious. You would sit there and chat and you would actually be like, I want an answer from Phil, and you would spam the chat nonstop for like an hour. The same message. It's obvious I saw it the first 17.
You mean Derek? Are you talking about Derek? Gee, it sounds like you're talking about Derek to me.
18 times you posted it, and I'm ignoring it for a good reason. How do you not get the picture? Again, you're the equivalent of a kid, a small child, who is immature, doesn't get it, and wants attention. So they grab your leg like this, and they go, hey, you, hey, come on, hey, pay attention, hey. No, come on, leave me alone, hey. I'm a streamer. I don't have time to deal with you like I'm your parent. I'm not your parent. No one else is acting like you. You didn't notice that I unbanned you to be nice to you, okay? I unbanned you to be nice. And then within a day, you got rebanned again because you couldn't behave. I don't want to be people's dads on these streams. You know what I mean? Okay. Some more tips have come in. It's like, I have nothing against you, Beaver Bother. I just think you're obnoxious. And I'm not going to stand around in my place of business and put up with someone who's obnoxious and bother
you're
myself
obnoxious
and the other
guy.
customers, right? If you had someone who came to your
hoping
restaurant
for
and just wouldn't stop
Houston.
screaming at the top of their lungs, you would ask them politely to stop. And if they didn't stop, you would ask them to leave. And then if they didn't leave, you would have them escorted out by the police, right? Only I'm the police here. All right, so I got a $2 tip. Someone says, congrats on all the support yesterday. Thank you very much. And thanks for the $2 right now, because we're about a third of the way to our goal, even though it wasn't my intention to hit a goal on this stream. This is just a hangout stream, but I appreciate you guys. I just received a $2 tip. From taxation is theft. Human beings are by nature evil, greedy, cruel, and egotistical. There's no solution. Anyway, I'm looking forward to the Final Fantasy and Metal Gear remakes. Are you? What happened? It says it cut off. Whoever this is, your message cut off right there, so I have no idea what else you were saying. Final Fantasy remake? I don't know what you're talking about. Metal Gear, yeah, I'm going to play that one. If you mean Metal Gear Solid 3, yeah, I'm playing that one. Snake Eater later in the year. But I don't know what Final Fantasy remake you're talking about. Yeah. Okay.
As long as not Final Fantasy 7.
And by the way, Mayan did a $5 super chat and then troll comment and got
bikini,
banned. So thanks for the $5, Mayan. Sadly, you're banned in chat, so you'll have to tip me now if you're going to try to do troll tips. So you keep contributing to say dumb stuff. Now you'll have to tip me instead. Okay. What's up, Gabriel? How are you? All right. So here's the deal. We have less than an hour till when I'm going to order the food from Taco Time, and then we're going to do DSP tries at Taco Time. Okay. So the question is, what would you guys like to do? Just hang out and talk for a little bit? We don't really have much time for gameplay, and I felt that was going to happen. Like we were going to chat for a while, and because of that, we probably weren't going to have a lot of time to do much. But I'm cool, just hanging out. All right.
You could have shown up and played the game you were supposed to be playing today, dumbass. Using card game not to your liking. Yeah. What would we want? Game here, guys. It's not like this channel's called DSP Gaming. Oh wait, it is DSP Gaming. You guys really don't want gaming, right? You guys want to sit here and just give me money for nothing, and your chicks for free. Wait, wrong song.
What's up, Liam Lawson?
I feel so
Who's
bad.
Trolling over there on Kick. What's going on, troll? Hey, Michael, how you doing, man? What's going on today? Thank you. Someone says, great job, keep up the good work. Thank you so much.
And your chicks for free.
Am I interested in Marathon, Bungie's next game? They're finally going to show gameplay on the 12th? Sure. I would like to see their next game. Will I ever bring back System Shock? I don't know. Like, I enjoyed playing System Shock Remake over the summer. It really was the first major game that I ever played at 4K resolution, right? So it was actually a good graphical test of my gaming PC. But after a while, we stopped playing it to play new releases, and no one really asked for it back. I noticed that there wasn't really much or any demand. So with literal like no demand, every once in a while, like once a month, someone will bring it up and be like, "Hey, are you gonna play System Shock again?" I'm like, "Eh, I don't know." I'm glad that I played it. I got a taste for what it was, and now I know what that game is if we reference it in the future. But I don't know if I would go back into it now. Oh, I only saw the first
It
two
didn't
Mission
make
Impossible
enough
movies
money.
ever back in the
Womp
90s. Those are the
womp.
only two I ever saw. I never saw any of the others. I know there's been like 10 more, but I never seen any of them because the villain is bringing up that the final Mission Impossible movie comes out in May. And I can't imagine what they're all about. To me, that's the same as like Fast and the Furious. Like, why would I keep watching those?
Because you want to be entertained.
Any plans for Lego builds? Oh, yes, we have the next Lego. Did you know? We already have it. So well, first off, let's take a nice look at what we did yesterday, shall we? This is what we did yesterday.
We, again, have a mouse in
This
your
is the
pocket.
Minecraft Sword Outpost. Okay, it's a little
This
loose,
time I
actually.
remember you were alone in your office on your birthday, crying.
Stick because I don't think it did.
Sobbing.
There we go. So this is the Sword Outpost, which features a hero in diamond armor, a villain, a pig, one of the skeleton archers right there. I don't even know what that blue creature is at the top. I have no clue what those are. I played Minecraft for a year. I don't think I ever even saw one of those. But it's pretty cool. You've got some building stations back here with like an oven and stuff like that.
Bedrock.
You got turrets here that shoot missiles, and you got the big sword. So I think it looks pretty nice. It was a pretty good build. It took about 2 hours to do. I think it was around 450 pieces roughly.
I see.
And I like this build.
PWR
I
didn't
thought
have
it was a
such
good
an
one for the
annoying
marathon.
voice.
Being
I'd
that the
probably
Minecraft
cover
movie came out this
him
weekend
more.
was a giant financial success. For those who don't know, it's the most profitable opening ever for a video game movie. Like, it exceeded expectations. So apparently people really like this movie. I don't know. I haven't seen it, nor probably will I. But there you go. So, oh, there's a creeper too. I forgot there was a creeper right here. So pretty nice build. And I mean, Minecraft makes sense for Legos, does it not? I mean, Minecraft looks like they're made of Lego. So it's kind of a no-brainer that Minecraft would have a Lego set. Now, we already have the next Lego set for when we bring back Lego Nights. Let me just show you.
Yep, he's got the piranha plant, I think it is.
Here it is.
Yep, there it is.
Super Mario Brothers Piranha Plant. Looks cool,
amazing
does it
how I
not?
knew that.
And so I guess it has a few things you can do. You can like actually position it. It's positionable. See how it like moves? And I think you can have the jaws like open or closed. And I think it has optional things. But what I'm seeing in this picture, not only does it have the green pipe that it comes out of, but apparently it has some optional things like a pot and other things you can put it in. So I think it's pretty neat. It's going to be our next build. And we're going to start this probably not this week. I'm thinking next week. Maybe we'll bring back Lego Nights and have them as part of my week, like once a week on a weeknight, and go from there and see how it goes. Remember, this one is really awesome. And then what we were talking about was after this one, maybe then we would do something more generic, like for the summertime, maybe do like dinosaurs or something for the Jurassic World movie that's coming out. And then look to do maybe a big build for the end of the year. Like they have a giant Super Mario. It's Mario riding Yoshi. It's like huge. It's like, no lie, it's like this tall. And it has a crank and it moves when you crank it and stuff. It looks really, really cool. So I think this could be a good next one
Like
that we could build over April. And maybe May we do something more like a generic or dinosaur theme or something like that. Right? And then we do maybe a big build after. But again, it depends on how they do. This did well because it was part of the marathon, right? It was a 2-hour build and people seem to enjoy me doing it. I don't know if they'll continue to do that well. Maybe they won't. Maybe people will get tired of them, right? I don't know. So let's see how it goes with the Piranha Plant coming up. I'm excited for that. I think this is going to be a pretty good build. Good stuff.
Yesterday, he was saying that it was boring. People were bored when I was putting the Legos together, guys. We gotta figure out a way to maybe only do it on night streams. Now, something like, guys, if it does well, we'll keep doing it.
Okay, I'm gonna go put it back.
The vanilla shirt, it doesn't surprise me. They were big, but they got exposed.
Oh. Fed Roger says, just keep continuing with Nintendo Legos. It's going to really ride Switch 2 hype right now. I think you're right, actually. Right now, everyone's talking about Switch 2. So maybe you're right. Maybe that's what I should do is just try to do Switch 2 related stuff for a while until it dies out and then we do something different. Could be a good idea. Hello Voltage, the $2 super chat. He said, feed me, Seymour, feed me. Very nice. Thank you. Hello Voltage.
No, our brain just fed
Tangy
you.
Flavor over on Kick says, can I get a what's up back? Well, what's up to you, Tangy Flavor? How you doing? Awesome. We're at $58 of support so far, guys. Thank you. Let's see here. Mega Man X says, how you feeling after that birthday bash, man? Whew, I was not feeling good this morning. I was feeling green. Like, that's probably the best description. I woke up, and I was feeling green. Like, ugh. Not feeling well at all. But I am recovering now.
I have no idea how that song
I feel like once I get real food in me, like once I actually eat dinner here live, this DSP tries at taco time, I feel like things are going to be a lot better. Like, I got to get to that point, but I think that it's going to be a lot easier and better once I have real food in me. So far, all I've had was a breakfast sandwich, you know? Okay, I received a $2 tip from the hottest woman in college. As a man of science, science has given more to humanity than Mr. Free Food and Concert. Facts. I have no idea what that means. But thanks for a $2 tip. We're now up to $60 of support. Thank you all. So we got good momentum. And we're heading towards 2/3 of the goal already. Thank you guys. Okay. Would I play Dragon Quest Builders 3 if it came out? I'll be honest, probably not. Like, Dragon Quest Builders 2 is the one that I played, and I thought it was an okay game, but man, there was a lot of really grindy parts that just took a long time to get through and weren't very satisfying. I did like the game overall, but there were just some
And you
real
could
slow
play
streams,
those grindy parts
so
off
I probably
stream
wouldn't
if you
play the third
wanted
one.
to.
I definitely could see that game as one that, if you're a fan of Dragon Quest or building or both, that's the kind of chill game that you play when like you get home from school or work and you just want to
Yeah, but this time there wasn't cake, dude. It was peach cobbler. That was an absolute fucking mess in a paper bowl. Couldn't even get a proper bowl for it. Nope, had to be paper.
right? I just want to sit around and kill some enemies and build and do some stuff. But as for like a streaming game, it just wasn't very entertaining for the audience. I don't blame the audience. I don't think that it's that kind of game. You know what I mean? Okay. Let's build it now.
Okay.
Now, let's not build the Lego Piranha Plant now. Like I said, we'll probably starting next week. We'll probably maybe have a regular night that we'll start doing Lego nights again. And we'll go from there. What? Would I ever react to Laurel and Hardy? I've seen Laurel and Hardy. When I was a kid, they used to be on TV all the time. But would I react to them? Why would I react to them? What are you talking about? Yeah, I wonder. Kermit Coco says, imagine having to pay $800 for a Switch 2. It may be that price. It may actually be that price. Now, here's the thing. If I can get a Switch 2 at launch and we can do a live unboxing here with my setup, right? Imagine we go here and I can show you, live unbox it, show you everything in person, what it looks like, what it feels like. We hook it up, we get it going with the software, we download games, we play them all the first day or two.
How are you gonna show us how it feels? It's over the internet, dude. What are you talking about?
Like that hands-on day one, day two coverage would likely more than justify the price tag for me. But that's me because I'm a creator that's going to make money on my content. The average gamer dropping like $600 to $800 on a Switch 2, then having to buy a memory card expansion, then having to buy $80, $90, $100 games, then having to buy a bunch of accessories. You're talking like a 50.
You don't have to buy a memory card expansion. You don't have to. What you can do if you really wanted to is when you need room to let a game you already got. Now, I'm going to hold off and hope that the Bloodborne 2 game becomes PC eventually. I get at first it won't be on PC, but if it eventually gets to PC, that would be great. But I am not buying a Switch 2 just for Bloodborne 2. I love Bloodborne. Bloodborne 2 is not going to be worth buying a Switch 2.
$1,500 investment for a console that's going to have 1 or 2 first-party games in its first several months. Is that worth it? Probably not. For creators, yes. For everyone else, probably not. Have I ever hosted a fighting game tournament with chat or anything like that? No, Supercharge. Never did like an online tournament or anything like that. Jay Strip says, how do you feel about Bloody Marys to help a hangover? I've never had a Bloody Mary in my life. Not once. I don't even know what it tastes like. I'm aware of the drink, but I've never tried one, so I don't even know. You know, is that what it is? That people have this Bloody Mary? Isn't it supposed to be like tomato juice and liquor together? So if you have a bad hangover, basically it's supposed to like ease you out of the hangover or something? I don't know. I never had one, so I can't really comment on it. Would I ever bring back the Saw 2 video game? Probably not for a real playthrough, unless it was like October and we wanted to do horror games or something, maybe. But outside of that, probably not. Would I suggest an average gamer should get a Steam Deck instead of a Switch 2? You know, I'll be honest, I just don't know that much about a Steam Deck. I don't really know the specs. I don't really know the value or the pricing.
And guys, I don't know much about a Steam Deck.
If I was going to upgrade my setup, I wanted a dedicated gaming PC. I didn't really want a portable thing. So I can't really speak to the Steam Deck. I wouldn't want to speak to...
Thankfully, I don't drink, so I have no idea what a Bloody Mary tastes like for now. Good news, Madden EA Sports FC will be on Switch 2. Well, that'll help sell some... Man, can you imagine playing Madden wherever you go? That'd be interesting. Buy a 112 gigabyte SD Express card for $50. No, guys, I need a 10 terabyte one.
To speak to it if I don't know what I'm talking about, right? What am I going to do with the rest of the moonshine? Not drink it now, that's for sure.
Switch,
you know, every once in a while, if I want to take a sip out of that thing, maybe I would just get, oh my God, you know, hit me hard. But there's no way I can regularly drink that. Like, I wouldn't even want like more than 1 or 2 sips. It's way too strong. It destroyed my guts and everything. Like, oh, way too bad, you know? There's not even flavor. Like, the corn moonshine had flavor. It wasn't great, but at least it had a flavor. The freaking Blue Flame had no flavor. It was just alcohol in your mouth, down the hatch, just way too strong, in my opinion. So, yeah, I probably would not want to drink that again. It's not very good. Supercharge over on Kick says, well, the Steam Deck, I always say it wrong. The Steam Deck actually lets you emulate and play all sorts of first-party games way better than Switch 2.
Which is really
just from the specs alone, the Steam Deck has an OLED screen, and you can run an alternate operating system on it, so there's all these options. Right, the Switch 2 is going to be Nintendo proprietary, only playing their games on it, and the select third parties that port their games to it. You're right, like, you're very limited with what you can do with the Switch 2. Now, some people will be okay with that. Some people will be like, it ain't worth that investment. Keep in mind, the Nintendo console was always the cheapest one. Whenever there was this console war going on, it was like, you know, PlayStation would be like $500, $600. The Xbox would be like $400, $500. And then the Nintendo would be $300, $400. So that would be the budget-friendly choice that people would choose for like their kids or their family. So that's why there was always so many.
And parents recognize Nintendo. Your parents or grandparents will recognize the name Nintendo. They may not recognize Xbox or PlayStation.
Wii's or Switches in the house in a standard American household. It's just the choice of families. But now if you're saying the console itself is going to have an increase in price because of these tariffs, so instead of $450, now the thing's going to be like $650. You know, and by the way, you need a memory card because you can only store 2 games on it. Like already, some of the games' real sizes are coming out. Cyberpunk is like 70 plus gigs. Okay, Street Fighter is over 50 gigs. And let's say at launch you got Mario Kart World, Cyberpunk, and Street Fighter 6. That's it. Like, no lie, there's no other room on your hard drive. You filled your entire Switch too. So now you got to go buy an incredibly expensive expansion card to store anything else on it. And now that's not even talking about accessories, because you know that those stupid default controllers aren't going to be good, and people are going to want to get like the Pro controller or other accessories. So you're talking minimum investment around $1,000 for this thing. If you're going to invest that much, don't you want to have flexibility? Like, you buy the Steam Deck, you can do awesome gaming, you can do emulation, you could do different operating systems, you can get better screen, like all these advantages. So I feel like the hobbyist is going to be going for Steam Deck. The only people I think that are going to go crazy for this Switch 2 are, well, there's 2 groups. Number one, the hardcore Nintendo aficionados, fanboys, whatever you want to call them, the people that literally will buy every single piece of Nintendo no matter what. Okay, so whoever that is, those people are going to go crazy. Those people are going to buy it anyway. They don't care, right? They're the same people who would run out and buy they're going to buy the $30 Street Fighter 6 amiibos. This tiny little plastic figure that costs $2 to make, they're going to go spend $30 and buy each of the Street Fighter 6 amiibos because they're that crazy obsessed, all right? But then there's people who are families who've always had a Nintendo console since the Wii. Because, I mean, think about that. That's what, 15 years ago now? But there's been people who've just been, hey, the Wii was the best console ever. Then I went to the Switch. The Switch was the best console ever. Well, I got to get Switch too. Like, they're just going to think that. They're not even going to think, oh, it's expensive. They're just going to think it's Nintendo. That's what I know. I'm going to go for it. So I do think there's going to be a customer base. I don't think initially there's going to be a problem with sales. I think the problem will be long-term. Like, perhaps the first 6-8 months will be great for them. But then, if they're not constantly pumping out games people want, people are going to realize we don't need this console, you know? Or they're just going to wait. They're going to hope for a discount, hope for a Christmas bundle where the price goes down or something like that, you know? Supercharge says, what are your thoughts on Nintendo charging $80 plus for games? Do you think other studios will take note and do the same? I think it'll spell bad news.
Unfortunately,
the
they
norm,
will
Nintendo
start
never discounts
charging
their games,
more.
unlike Steam. You're right. And there's a reason for it, and I keep explaining it, but no one listens, or they think that I'm like prejudiced or something. Okay, you ready for this? Because this is 100%.
I say this. Yeah, I reacted to that live yesterday, Jerry. This is today. He was, guys, I'm too drunk to stream. Then all of a sudden, guys, I need money. Give me money.
Truthful. The Japanese people and culture. It is ingrained in their culture that they are smarter, stronger, faster, better than everyone else. It's just part of their culture.
Kind of are.
It's actually not insulting. Like, their culture is a culture of elitism. They believe that everything that they make and do is better than the rest of the world. I'm not kidding. It's actually part of their culture. I grew up knowing this because of Street Fighter. All right? Back in the day, when we were doing Street Fighter tournaments, okay, we would actually invite and pay the way for the Japanese players to come to our country as like, oh, please come to our country and play. It's like invitational. We want you to come here. You know, you're our guests or whatever. And they would outright demand that we pay their way. So we would. Like, tournament organizers would actually find all this money and finance these Japanese players to come to the American tournaments. Now, when it came time, when the Americans wanted to participate in the Japanese tournaments, they were like, well, you have to earn your special spot and qualify through a series of special tournaments. And then if you even qualify, you have to pay your way anyway. We're not paying for you.
DSP, you're just mad because you never got those special benefits. You were never good enough to be given that kind of benefit and treatment. You just weren't good enough. No, guys, I was the best ever. I was the best ever.
Why? Well, because you're not Japanese. What, are you crazy? And we were like, huh? It was like a culture shock. But that's just how it was. They were like, no, that's how it is. You got to pay for us to come to your tournament. We're not paying for you to come to ours. We don't give a shit. That's just how they are. With Nintendo, no exaggeration, they feel like their shit doesn't sting. Everything they do is gold. And therefore, how dare you ask for a discount? Did you know, and this is documented, Reggie Fils-Aimé, the former U.S. head of Nintendo, okay, the president of Nintendo in the United States, when the Wii was coming out, he wanted to have a free game packaged in with the Wii in the United States. Did you know that all the heads of Japanese Nintendo argued with him and said no? Do you want to know why? They said, no, this Nintendo product is the best in the world. Why should we just give away our amazing content for free? Why would we just package in a game? You got to pay if you want the best. And he was like, no, you don't understand. It's value added for the customer. It's good faith. It gives them something to do when they buy the console. It's a nice gesture, and it gets people excited to go spend more money. And literally, he had to fight with Nintendo of Japan to get them to even put in, what was it, Wii Sports? He had to fight hard because they wouldn't listen. They were like, no.
Wii Sports being added to the Wii was probably the best thing that Nintendo ever did for the Wii. That's one of the main reasons why the Wii sold so well. It was cheaper than the other consoles, and it came with its own game. Ooh, there's a good question. Let's say PlayStation, Xbox did the same thing. Because, alright, guys, we're going to be buying the PlayStation 3. What games should be included? For me, I would choose Resistance. Buying a PS4. What games should be included? Ooh, that's a good one. What games should be included to the PS4? I mean, I would like a variety of options. So, guys, what would you... If you were going to buy the PS4, what game would you have wanted to be included with it? I'm trying to think, like... Man, there's so many good games. I mean, Horizon Zero Dawn would make sense. Be a PlayStation first-person title, whatever you want to call it. Kingdom Hearts 3 would be a good one. The first God of War that came out on the PS4, so not God of War 3, but like the reboot in Norse mythology. That'd be a good one. Let's see. Uncharted 4. Ooh, there you go. Probably would have been either God of War or Uncharted 4, I think it would have been. I don't think they would have gone with Days Gone, unfortunately. Ooh, Last of Us would have been a good one to be included. Then for PS5, I mean, they have like, what, 5 exclusives to PS5? Crash the Same Trilogy would have been a good one. Not saying it's a good game, but it would have been good to include with it. The Order, oh, guys, look how powerful the PlayStation 4 is. You get the Order to show off how good it is, guys. Oh, so yeah, the Wii Sports with Wii Bowling was just fantastic. It's probably the best thing Nintendo ever did for that.
We're the best. Everyone else sucks. Sure, Microsoft will put a free game with the Xbox. Sure, Sony will put a free game with the PlayStation. We're not giving anything for free. Fuck them. We're better.
What
That's
free
how
game
they
does
are.
Sony or Xbox give out?
No lie. So that's why the prices of games never go down. They're never, you know what I mean? There's never a big discount, big sale. There's never a package in anymore. It doesn't exist anymore. And that's why Nintendo feels like they're the first company that can say, we're demanding anywhere from $70 to $100 for our games, and we don't even have to justify it because we're Nintendo. We're just better. Why don't you understand that we're Japanese, and that Japanese game development is just much better than the rest of the world, and if you don't like it, fuck it, don't buy Nintendo then. You pay or you don't get it. Like, that's their mentality. That's just how they are. That's not even meant to be an insult. That's just, imagine if you grew up like that, you were always told, you're better than everyone else.
Astro's Playroom, that's
you work
probably what it
harder,
would be.
you make better stuff, so everyone else
That's right, that's right, they did give out.
You're just better than everyone.
Yeah, but was Astro's Playroom really a game? I actually checked it out, and I did not like it. Nowadays, they'd probably be Astro Bot. I could definitely see them being, alright, you buy the PlayStation 5, you get Astro Bot. That would have been a great way to sell the PlayStation 5 Pro. Holy shit, guys, we're going to sell the PlayStation 5 Pro. What do? Include Astro Bot with it. Include Astro Bot with the PlayStation 5 Pro, you probably would have sold more consoles.
Imagine you were raised thinking that way. Right? This elitist mentality. That's just how they are over there. Did you know
He doesn't know that Sony's
that in Japan,
Japanese, dude.
Many businesses will not serve English-speaking people. You have to speak Japanese. If you don't speak Japanese, they won't even sell you a product or service you. If you walk into the store and speak one word of English, they throw you out. They say, get out.
Yeah,
like, you're in our country. You absolutely need to understand our language and be with our culture. And if you're not, we want nothing to do with you. Get out.
No. There's some restaurants that'll have signs that say in English, no service or whatever. And then in Japanese, if you can read this, come inside. Because they're tired of dealing with the nuisance tourists. They're tired of dealing with the Johnny Somalis of the world and the Logan Pauls. Whichever Paul it was that did the Suicide Forest. They're tired of those streamers. So yes, they have a sign that says, no, out of service or whatever. Then in Japanese, if you can read this, come inside.
Imagine if someone did that in the United States, you'd have news stories. Oh, bigoted, racist business throws people out, refuses to do business with a certain kind of person, right? You'd be canceled. You'd be crapped upon. In Japan, it's commonplace. That's just how they are.
He was never going to visit Japan, dude.
Xenophobia. Yeah, that's
Japanese
a great way to
there.
describe it. It's xenophobic, where they think that everyone else outside of Japan is inferior, and that only the Japanese people are the best, and they make the best products, they do the best business, they are, it's just how they think.
They do make the best products. I still love that Top Gear episode where they took a Toyota, put it on top of a building, blew the building up, pulled the truck up, still started. Threw a truck in the ocean. High tide comes in, high tide goes out. They get in the truck, starts right up.
Think people don't realize how different cultures
Ding
are around the
dong
world. They just
die.
don't. We live in these like these sheltered,
Shut the fuck
isolated
up.
lives, and we don't
As DSP likes
understand
to
how
say.
different the rest of the world is. The world will give you an absolute culture shock depending on where you go. Your jaw would drop to find out how people act in other parts of the world that aren't like, you know, mainstay Europe, right? Or United States or Canada. Like we are so differently isolated from the rest of the world and how we do stuff. What's up, Jade? He said, I'm just saying hi. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, sounds good. Yeah, because tonight I'm doing Disco Elysium. Tomorrow we're doing South of Midnight, that new game that you were interested in, Jade. So hopefully you'll be here for that. And what are we doing
Jade,
tomorrow
hopefully
night?
be interested.
More Pirate Yakuza. So tomorrow will be a full day of fun stuff with South of Midnight and Pirate Yakuza. Yep, that'll be fun. Cool. Very nice. Okay. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me. In about half an hour, we're going to order the food for DSP Tries at Taco Time. Okay, we got about 30 minutes left to kill. Thanks to everyone who's hung out.
Yes,
To those who have
also
supported the
DSP
stream, I
Straws
appreciate you.
already dropped.
What are we even at right now? I literally haven't even been paying attention. What are we at right now? Let's see. 60? We're at $60. Thank you guys. Again, I wasn't asking for anything. After yesterday's amazing birthday stream and how much you guys supported me today, the fact that you even came to hang out with me on this impromptu stream, I appreciate that. And thanks to those who supported. FYI, we already talked about it, and it looks like our next reward when we hit 10 goals, because we're at 8 out of 10 right now, would be DSP Tries at Little Caesars Pizza. And what we'll do is I'll order a variety of stuff. People have already suggested the pretzel crust, the deep dish, maybe some crazy bread. So I haven't done it in over a decade. The last time I did it was when Little Caesars had just opened in Connecticut. And honestly, I didn't really like it. I thought it was just kind of meh for what it was. But now I'm going to like do a variety of stuff. Okay, so we'll see.
We'll see how much money you guys give
Yeah, I know
me.
AMS. Well, first of all, Supercharged, thanks. He says it's been a fun stream just hanging out with you. I like chill streams like this, just interacting. It's fun. Rather than having to, we have to play a game.
Instead of having to play a game, guys, on DSP Gaming.
But anyway, so AMS says...
Holla, holla, holla. For the dollar, Jerry. Guy who complains about other countries' currency. But guys, if it's not American, how am I supposed to convert it?
Why does everyone act like Phil never leaves? He goes out on his one day off when he's not streaming. When else is he supposed to go out in the middle of a stream? And if you can make a living doing the same, he makes...
DSP. If you woke up early enough, you could go out for a morning walk. Or maybe get a chore done early in the morning. You could do that between streams. Want to have a nice relaxing day off? Like, alright, day stream's done. I'm going to go to PetSmart, buy all the pet supplies I need. Next day, alright, stream's done. I'm going to go to the grocery store, buy all the groceries we need. Next day, alright, let's day off. The day before my day off, do I need anything? Need to go anywhere? No, we're good. Great, we enjoy my day off tomorrow. Or maybe, instead of waiting for your day off to take your wife out, take her out after your late stream. Your late stream ends at like, what, 9 o'clock? You can tell me there's nothing open after 9 o'clock in Seattle? A major fucking city? Now, guys, unlike New York City, Seattle goes to bed at 10. If there's a curfew, everyone goes to bed at 10.
Makes more than my teacher's salary. I'd love to stay home 6 days a week and double mine.
Fuck, I get up at 4:45.
People literally think that like I'm a hermit and that like I'm like so
hermit.
afraid of being out with the people and social. I'm not. I'm not some kind of a weird, misanthrope that hides out in a cave, a dingy
Yes, you
cave.
are.
I live in a nice, bright house, right? I do, nicely lit. I have interactions with my neighbors. I have interactions with people when I go out. We have friends that we talk to and spend time with.
You do not
at
have
the
any
same time.
fucking friends.
I go out every day and I go for a walk with my wife every single day. We go for a nice walk through the neighborhood together. Like the only thing is these people on the internet want to try to make fun of me and bring me down because they're jealous, because they don't want to believe that someone like me can make the content I make, can do positive stuff, okay, and be successful. To them, it kills them. So they have to say, oh, well, you see, sure, he made a great day yesterday on his birthday, but he's a hermit, and he was drinking all day, and he cried because he was depressed at the end. None of that happened. Yes, I drank. I was grateful at the end, and I was happy, and that's why I was crying, saying, wow, you guys actually like me and my content, and I was nervous you wouldn't after
They
all this
like
stuff,
me.
right?
They really like me.
So, yeah, they will always spin it into some ridiculous, over-the-top way because it's the only way they can
I
justify
gotta
the
work
levels of
at
obsessive
8.
hate that they have.
At the,
In reality,
I
every
get
one
out
of
of
them is
work
jealous.
after 8 hours. A lot of times, I'll go to the gym. You know why? Because
Thank you
it's
to
something
Lance
to do after work.
Catamaran, who just
I gotta
gifted a
work at
sub over
2.
on Kick. And thank you, Lance, for all of the gifted subs yesterday during the birthday marathon. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much, man.
When you get out of work at 2.
Listen, see, here's one of them. Here's one of the people who can't handle reality, so they have to try to spin it in a toxic way. Over on Kick. You literally hide in your house 6 days a week. I hide? What are you talking about? I leave my house every day. I walk through the neighborhood. I go for walks. I check the mail. I say hello to my neighbors. I'm friendly with them. All right? What am I hiding from? I'm here because I have to work. I literally work 6 days a week from home.
There's
The days
not
that
a
I don't
chance
work,
in
I'm
hell
out
you're friendly with
doing
your
stuff.
neighbors.
Every day that I'm not working, I'm out, whether it's going out and running errands, grocery shopping, appointments, or it's a day out with my wife. We get to spend a nice day out shopping, eating at a restaurant or something, walking around, just whatever. Whenever I don't have to be here, I'm not here. But I have to be here as much as I am because it's my job and I work a lot, and that's why I can afford this lifestyle. Maybe if you actually work, you'd have a good lifestyle too. But that's the problem.
You
probably sit on
don't
your lazy
work,
ass
you play
watching my
video
streams,
games.
crapping on me when in reality you're
Wait a
the
minute,
one.
actually, you're right, DSP. You don't play video games for a living. You sit there and you cry and you beg for a living. If you actually had to play video games for a living, you'd be broke.
Picking his fucking scab-riddled face, right? Probably smells like ass, like a fucking stinky sock. Hasn't showered in a few days. You're picking your nose, sitting there hating on people, typing on your... you feel
That's from the person who admitted that he would only shower on the night before his day off. Back when he always took Tuesdays off, he'd say, "All right, guys, it's Monday. I got to take my weekly shower." And then defended by saying, "Well, guys, I don't do anything. I just sit here in my office. It's not like I go out and sweat or anything. I don't do anything. So why did I have to take a shower on a daily basis when I don't do anything or go anywhere?" But that's DSP for you.
Field stream sucks, he drank. Dude, do something with your life. And maybe then you won't be jealous of others who are successful. Ever think of that? You wouldn't have to. You wouldn't have to sit around being unsuccessful and so upset with yourself that you have to try to degrade others and bring them down to feel good. You don't. You could just do good things with your life, then you don't have to bring others down to feel good. Get it? But I mean, that's harder. That's the problem. There's effort, intelligence. There's all these things that are required to do that. And obviously you don't have it. So that's why you sit there picking your nose.
All these
smelling
things
like
you
fucking
don't
ass.
do.
Does the air purifier I bought have RGBs? So it's a Shark air purifier. It's the new ones that they have out. I've just seen them at the stores. That's why I got one. It has a ring that is an RGB ring. I'm serious.
Told you it
and
has
the ring
RGB.
has a meter that tells you the air quality in your room. So if it's anywhere between 80 to 100%, the ring is blue. If it dips between 60 to 80%, the ring goes orange. And if it goes like below 60% because it's like bad air quality, it goes to red, like code red. And then it goes into like overload mode where it starts pumping out the fan and trying to clean everything with the HEPA filter inside. So actually, yes, my actual air purifier has RGBs. Now you can't control them. They're based on the air quality, but it actually does have RGBs. Pretty crazy.
Only DSP would spend extra to get RGBs on his air purifier.
It's claiming my air is 100%. That's what it says. It says 100% clean. I don't believe that, but at the same time, I'm just glad I have it because I do feel like in the spring, a lot of pollen comes in and it's going to start hitting my sinuses and this will clean it out. So it'll be red when you bring Little Caesars into the room. Little Caesars air quality is bad, huh? Woo! Is it true I don't have a driver's license? No, I have a driver's license.
Is it
That is the
expired?
stupidest thing I've ever heard. It's just morons. Moronic shit that people say because they're stupid idiots. Do I still have the wax vac? No, I threw that thing out many years ago. Is it helping with the pollen issue? Well, the thing is, the days that the pollen was affecting me, it was hot and sunny. So when it's hot and sunny, everything outside is blooming, and then the pollen comes in. Today it's cloudy and rainy, so the pollen probably wouldn't have affected me today bad anyway.
It was 56 degrees. It was not hot.
Because it was raining. You see? But I do think that it will hopefully help. I mean, so I got it. If it works well, I might get another one like for the bedroom. I might get a few for the house for different rooms. This is just a one-room air purifier. It's not like the giant one. It's like maybe this big, but it's nice. It looks like a good unit. And like I said, it has the HEPA filter in it. I received a $2 tip. Crab pot mentality, Phil. The loser crabs, aka your trolls and sock accounts, needing to drag the winners who will escape down to their jobless, sexless level, shaking my head. There you go. Well, there you have it. And I got a $2 tip from Blackachew, who says, I'm a drunken sock. Well, I heard I was a drunken sock yesterday, but I was a happy drunken sock that had a very successful day that I very much enjoyed, and it seems like everyone there enjoyed it too. So thanks for the money. Please continue to throw money at me to try to insult me. I enjoy it. I enjoy it thoroughly. Could you actually up it, though? Could you maybe do $20 instead of $2? I would like that. That would help a lot.
Don't use money to insult him. Unless it's going to be Argentinian.
Would I ever do one more video in the shower to finish a shower trilogy? The DSP shower trilogy. One video was made in the year 2009. The next was made in 2017. When will the next video be made? Are we due for one? Is that what it is? We're due for another one? Every 8 years, I'm supposed to make a shower video? I think that's what it is, right? I don't know.
He would.
So you have to understand when you become a married person, you can't be doing stupid shit like you used to do in your youth anymore. You understand?
Yes, you can. You can totally do that.
I'm due for a shower. I just showered right before the stream. I'm not even kidding. I showered right before the stream today.
I'm guessing his wife finally got
There's
tired
nothing
of
to
yelling at
explain.
him.
Why would you pay any attention to any nonsense? The truth of the matter is this. No one needs to know
The matter
about
is,
any of
give
my
me
private
money.
business whatsoever unless I make it public on my streams, correct? If I bring something up that's from my private life and I tell you about it on stream, there's probably a good reason. Like it's going to affect my streams or you guys in some way. There's tons of stuff that goes on in my private life that doesn't affect you and you don't ever need to know about unless you're a really nosy, intrusive person and you're trying to impede upon my private life, which is none of your business. So you shouldn't ask those kind of questions.
Guys, now.
Blackachu with a $2 super chat says, beg harder, you waste of particles. Blackachu, you forgot. I said $20. You only did 2. You forgot the 0. If you're going to do that, at least do $20. That way we can get towards the goal for today. But I still appreciate the $2. Thank you. All right. You mean you don't go around Walmart telling everyone your life story? No, I don't even go to Walmart. I mean that too. Like in my entire life, I have been in Walmart in my entire lifespan of 43 years on this planet. I've been at Walmart probably 3 times. Okay? I remember once I went there with my parents ages ago when Walmart had just opened in Connecticut. Bully, wanted to see what it was. I remember going that one time. And then I remember once at the launch of Street Fighter 4, okay, we were trying to make customized joysticks to put custom art and maybe sell them online for profit. And Walmart had this crazy deal on them.
And he got in trouble for that. Somebody got in trouble for that. Womp, womp, womp. Love it. Ah, he's such an idiot.
And so we bought like boxes of them, like 2 big boxes of these joysticks, and they shipped to the store. And we had to go physically to the store to pick up the boxes of joysticks, and that was a whole rigmarole where they didn't know where they were, and we ended up stuck there for 2 hours trying to figure this out. All right. And then the last time I went to Walmart was when I first moved here 11 plus years ago. And I didn't know any of the stores or anything were in the area yet. And I happened to be driving by a Walmart and I was looking for things to put in the house. And I said, let's just look there. Maybe they'll have some planters or things that we can put outside to grow some plants in the back of the house. And we went there and I bought nothing. I went there, I was like, oh, this place sucks. And I bought nothing and I left. Like, that was it. I've been to Walmart 3 times in my entire life. I don't shop there because I philosophically, I just don't ever want to support that business. I know that they are one of the major reasons
Warren.
why
Thanks
a
for
lot of
hanging out.
manufacturing things in the United States went international because they outsource all their shit. All their products is bought from outside the U.S., low grade, low quality. That's why it's
But you buy from Amazon, which does the exact same thing.
so cheap. That's also why it breaks so fast. It's all garbage. But because they're such a big time supplier to the public for low price, all the mom and pop shops, all the small local businesses were crushed and destroyed. Every time Walmart rolls into town, all the small local businesses suffer. So I don't shop at Walmart at all because I choose not to.
But then you shop at Amazon, which does the same thing.
Almost
he's not going to answer that question.
I want to get to show up around 4 o'clock. So
PWR is the worst dude, don't you know?
See, this is so dumb. Okay, I'm going to be honest here. But you shop at Amazon. So what? So what? If I have a take on a company, and particularly I don't like that company, and I decide not to shop at that company, that's my prerogative. Oh, but you also shop at Amazon. So what does that have to do with Walmart? Oh, well, we don't like them because of this and that. That's your choice to like or not like a company. I personally don't like Walmart, and I refuse to shop there. That's my choice. It doesn't make sense. Oh, what about this company then? What about this company? Well, no, it's my choice to shop wherever I want or not shop. Again, in life, you people think life is black and white. It's not.
Guys, it's not black and white. If I want to shop, although I probably want to go to Walmart because there's minorities there. Ooh, spoopy.
There's no, it's either all or nothing. That's not reality. Okay? In reality, everything's shades of gray. If in one stance or chance I decide, hey, I'm going to do this, but I'm not going to do this, that's my prerogative to do. And you have absolutely no right to criticize it. Because you also have that ability. And if you say,
you have no right to criticize me,
I don't ever want to eat at Subway, but I'm going to eat at, I don't know, Blimpie or Jimmy John's, I'm not going to sit here and say, well, then why are you eating at Jimmy John's and Blimpie if you're not eating at Subway? What the fuck are you talking about? You're stupid. Just stop. Stop always moving the goalpost to try to make someone look like they're in the wrong. You just look like an asshole. You don't even have a point. Oh, well, Amazon does bad things too. Okay. Are we going to get in a philosophical debate about it? Or are you just saying it because you think, because he doesn't shop at Walmart, it's hypocritical he would shop at another big company? That's all you care about. You don't actually care about the discussions of what's good or bad about Walmart or Amazon. You wouldn't even want to get into it because you'd basically be fucking defeated in 10 seconds when you actually realize what you're saying is wrong. But let's not actually get into the debate because then you look like a jackass and you realize how boring it is. All you want to do is say DSP is doing something wrong, but you have no factual basis for any of it. You're just an idiot. You just want to follow your sheepish cult that hates DSP and you just look like a fucking clown. So just take the makeup off and stop for a second and do something independently.
Wow, is he salty
rather than
about
just following
this?
What everyone tells you to do and you just keep parroting them. You incredible dunces.
Man, is he salty about this? Well, something he doesn't care about, guys. Remember, he doesn't care. He does not care. I don't know what Blimpie is. I'm guessing.
All right, what else you guys want to talk about? This has been a great stream. I've never heard of Border Break. No, I don't know what that is. Border Break? Do I ever consider working out again? I told you I have a treadmill. I have a treadmill that I work out on when I feel like it. I go for daily walks, and I may, like for example, perhaps, maybe I'll do some more stuff. Maybe now that I've cleaned out my garage, maybe I would look to maybe get some weights. I don't know. I'll think about it, you know? Now, things are different. My entire garage is cleaned out. which is great. Like wall-to-wall cleaned out. I have space to work with. We just haven't had a chance to really do anything with it yet. But our garage is cleaned out. We have space to do stuff. I have money that I can spend on stuff. So it's kind of a combination of, oh, you have space and money, now you can actually do things, right? So maybe I would. Maybe I would get...
I'm wondering, because he was pretty stressed, and all of a sudden that stress seemed to just go away. Did he get his house refinanced? I'm wondering. Because obviously he was panicking there for a bit. And all of a sudden he's not really panicking anymore. I'm wondering, did he get his house refinanced? Was he able to pay off his back taxes and his current taxes? Save him from the IRS. Because here he's talking about, guys, I have money to spend. I got all this money to spend now, guys. Don't you know I have a ton of money to spend? How? How do you have a ton of money to spend?
some free weights. Maybe I would get a weight bench. Maybe I would get, I don't know, some kind of an exercise bike or something. I don't know what I would do. But the truth is, you don't
like
need to know about it.
You tried to get with
if
your
I
wife
ever did that, I wouldn't tell you because it has nothing to do with my content or streams,
put
right?
together wrong.
Did I ever read Batman comics? Not really. I was into DC, but I was into the Death and Return of Superman stuff, and then after that, I really didn't read again. I was more into the animated series and stuff like that.
From what I understand, he couldn't do another tax plan. Did he find a way to get around that? Maybe. But as far as I know, he could not get around that.
Yes, I did like Quiznos. I think Quiznos is great. To this day, I really enjoy Quiznos. They have several different sandwiches that I think are great. The traditional, the Angus steak.
Hey, you know, real bad
There's
news,
one that
Bradley.
has this really tasty sauce. Oh, what was it? Like chicken with this really good sauce on it that I love. I don't remember what the name of the sauce is, though. But there's like 3 or 4 different sandwiches I actually really like at Quiznos. But they basically ran their whole company into the ground. Like insanely bad management and just like trying to rip off the franchisees. So that's why a lot of Quiznos have closed and you don't really see many anymore. It's just a shame because I think like the product is actually quite good, but you just don't see them around. Goliath Jan says, trolls would be felted so bad if one day you came to stream and showed your shredded abs. Why? No, they wouldn't. If anything, they'd be like, oh, you see, now Phil's trying to be one of those creators that shows his body off for money. They would just spin it in another toxic
negative
way.
You've done
that
before. You've literally done that before.
That's just what they do. They do it with everything. And no matter what I do, they always spin it in a negative way. So that would just be what they would do. They would just say another stupid toxic thing.
You've literally done that, though. You've literally shown us your feet and your underwear.
Exactly. All I did was show this thigh. Remember I showed this thigh on my ex account last fall, and they freaked out because I showed my fucking thigh. I put my sock on camera, and they freaked out because the sock was on camera. Look, here's my sock. Does it look exciting? You guys excited? Oh my God, he's showing his feet for money. Like, they're insane. These people are actually fucking nuts.
How are you that flexible? The theory I heard is that because he has no muscle in the way, he's that flexible. But it's crazy to see someone that
am I so flexible? Because I am.
How?
Twist my leg. Twist it all the way up. Watch this. I twist my leg all the way up. I am flexible. I'm very flexible, actually. Do it here, too. Watch.
How? How?
I am flexible.
Courage to Locos Tacos back? Yes.
No, my leg didn't almost break. See, these are people that understand. If you're not a fat ass, all right, if you're not a lazy bum, your body can actually move in ways that you wouldn't even realize. The people who like, I can't believe your leg twists like that. Everyone's leg twists like that. You just have to move it. Don't sit like a fat ass and shoving food in your mouth all day and actually move, and then you can move your body like that.
Like you did yesterday? And you're about to do today?
The problem is there's so many creators that just sit around like lumps stuffing food in their mouth all day, and then I can't believe it. You can move your leg,
motherfucker, you.
I'm human. I'm not a slug. I'm not fucking Jabba the Hutt.
He has no spine or backbone. That also makes him a lot more flexible than usual.
Neil Smith says, any more thoughts on a retro throwback show, chilling and chatting about old school gaming in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s? I think it's an interesting idea. I think that's a fascinating idea, that we do retro nights, where we talk about games of a certain era, we play some classic games of that era. I think the idea is a good one. We need to flesh it out a little more and basically like perfect it exactly what it's going to be.
We need to flesh it out. We need to do this.
Can come by for retro nights. And we
if you're saying I don't like them,
right? Why not? So let's try to let's talk about that. That could be something to do maybe in the summer when things are kind of calming down for gaming and stuff. That might be a good idea.
I'll say my legs have way too much muscle on them for me to do that. Undo Mango Rush drops exclusively.
Now, guys, come on, let's get some support. We haven't had any support in 11 minutes, and it was a troll. Are you telling me that you don't want to hit the goal on a day after I just made $2,000 in a single stream? I mean, what's wrong with you? I'm kidding. If you guys want to support, great. If not, it's not a big deal today. Really, it's not. I wasn't expecting anything on this stream anyway. So we're just chilling and having a good time, and I'll be ordering the food shortly. Why did I retire from uploading the DSP Street Fighter? Because Machinima is brain dead fucking stupid. Okay? Here's the
Machinima rant.
I had DSP
He's not been on
Gaming,
Machinima
just the
for
DSP
how
Gaming
long?
channel. But
And he's
people were
gonna be bitching
complaining to
about
me because at the
Machinima.
time I was playing a lot of fighting games, including Street Fighter 4, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, the Marvel vs. Capcom collection that had come out at that time, Mortal Kombat, Tekken Tag, and more. And the thing was, back then, I wasn't uploading hour-long videos. I was uploading matches. So no lie, whenever I played a fighting game, it would be insane. It would actually be like 20, 30, 40 videos being released in one sitting because it was that many matches that I played. So people complained on DSP Gaming that whenever I played a fighting game, I was uploading too many videos and it was spamming the inbox. And if you didn't like fighting games, it was hard to follow the channel because of the level of spam. So eventually I had this brainstorm. I'll have DSP Gaming for standard playthroughs, DSP Street Fighter for fighting game coverage, and DSP, the King of Hate HD or the King of Hate Vlogs for vlogging stuff, like DSP Tries It and stuff like that, okay? So I had 3 different channels, and I partnered them all with Machinima, okay? Within 1 year of me doing this, Machinima contacts me and says, well, we're changing the entire nature of the way we do business with our partners, okay? We're going to pay you based on channel performance. So if your channel is bringing in more views and more engagement and more ad revenue, we're going to pay you more on that channel than we're going to pay you for a channel where it's less. So they gave me these statistics, and they were like, so on your DSP Gaming channel, you're making this much per 1,000 views on ad revenue. On your DSP Street Fighter channel, you're making less, so therefore we're going to reduce the amount we pay you on DSP Street Fighter. And I swear to God, I said to my partner manager at Machinima, word for word, I said, so what's to stop me from just not using DSP Street Fighter and uploading all the exact same content to DSP Gaming and making more money on it? And they said, nothing. And I said, you guys really did not put a single intelligent thought into this process, did you? And the guy looked at me, he's like, I guess not, because you're right. It makes no sense that we're offering this to you. There's no reason you would ever accept this contract. So I said, okay.
How could he look at you? What was this, over email or phone? How did he look at you?
Okay, forget it. I don't want to monetize DSP Street Fighter anymore. And I demonetized the channel, and I just put all the gaming content back on DSP
You did do
Gaming,
that,
and I made more money.
Scammer. Let's pin that message.
So it was 100% boneheaded management at Machinima. That was just one of many examples of how Machinima had no idea what they were doing or how to run a company. And the only reason they existed as long as they did is because these basically dumb investors kept throwing money at them for the prospect that one day they would be profitable when they never were, and they just pissed all their money away.
Says DSP, Mr. Bankruptcy.
No, I never really played Virtua Fighter. I only played Virtua Fighter.
Bankruptcy.
Which one was it? The one that was out a few years ago, either on PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live. I can't remember which one it was, but it was like free on there. So I got that one and I played it for a little bit. And I played the freaking drunken monk dude guy, but I only played it for a little bit. That game is very, very, how can I say? How can I describe it? Like, you need a lot of great timing, practice. It's like frame specific stuff, and it's very situational. Like, there's like not universal things, but you need to know, okay, if you're this character and you're fighting this character, there's a situation here where this will work, and it's only in that situation. That's not something you would use against other characters. It only works in that situation. So because there's so much very detailed knowledge you need to play the game, you have to invest a lot of time into it. And I just, as a variety, creator, I can't invest that much time in it. I just, I was learning. I got to that certain point where I was getting to that level, and I was like, that's enough. That's the level where I have to stop because I don't have the time to really dedicate to it.
Because you can't.
I love Final Fantasy Tactics. I had both the regular Final Fantasy Tactics on PlayStation 1, and then I had Final Fantasy Tactics Advance for the Game Boy Advance. They're both superb games, and I love them. It was the remastered version of VF5 Final Showdown. There you go. That's what it was, says Usagi Jojo. Okay. All right, guys.
All right, guys.
Give me a sec.
You still have time to give me
All
money.
Right. I'm pausing the recording.
Yes, Variety is giving
go
him
order
money.
some food. I'll be right back, and then we'll continue, wait for the food, and we'll do DSP Tries It. Be right back, guys. And of course, by the time I'm back, we better have hit the goal.
Hada, Sunny.
Okay.
Incoming member bomb. Hada. It's for Sunny with 5. Count it, 5. Get the memberships to Matthew James, Kawato, David Ortiz, TJ Stars, and Gino Maynard. Woo woo. Oh, hey, look at that. We can skip ahead. He's about to be back. He's almost back.
Oh, okay, so I got something cool to show everybody here that actually arrived.
Sunny, I know you're on the
in the last
list,
day or so. I got a collectible card frame thing. All right, it's pretty cool. It's magnetic, and the magnets are actually quite strong. So what you do is you open it up like that, and you put your cards on the inside that you want to showcase
let's put it on
as good cards, and then you just kind of snap it right back together. And so what we can do is, as we're doing things like unpacking cards for smart guys, okay, we can look for the best cards in these sets, and we can actually put them into the frame. So for example, the best card that we've gotten so far is the one that's actually the numbered, which is Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Okay, so that's the best card we got out of all of our
He should have had a
WWE
much better
cards.
run in WWE.
So what you can do,
sad about his run being cut short like it was.
Put that right into the center of this frame.
Same with Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston should have been champion for at least 6 months instead of having Brock Lesnar beat him in under a minute. Fucking bullshit.
And then there it is. Look how cool that looks. And you can have it, you see both sides, and you can have it like in the background somewhere. You know, I'm doing smart guys. I could put the cards in the background or something like that. How cool is that? So, what I'd have to do is go through the other cards and see which ones I really like. Like, for example, I have ones that are the rare, like the better looking refractor cards, but it's a crappy person. Like, who's that? I don't know who the hell that is.
Why are they crappy?
Right? Who's
Oh,
this?
because it's a woman.
Shotzi? Oh, God. Like, the card
There's a
design
woman
was
on this
good.
card,
The
guys. It's
personality was like,
worthless.
about Shotzi. Right? No one's like
This ain't
So,
a half
hard to
naked
find
man on my
some of the
card. It's a
better cards
woman.
to put them in there.
Why
The
would
ones
I
that
want a
truly
woman
look
on my
good.
card,
Like
guys?
Candace LeRae refractor, that one sucks. I have a nice Undertaker, but it's just a standard card, nothing special about it. I have a refractor Ridge Holland. Oh boy. Oh, the power just went out. That's interesting.
Only
So the
part of
internet's
it,
going
though.
down now, I'm assuming. Well, that's interesting. I wonder why the hell the power just went out. That's not good.
If the power went out, you
And
wouldn't
now
be
the power's
streaming.
coming back on. The recording continued, but the power went off and on. So I wonder if the stream will come back or not. Yeah, the power turned off and turned back on.
But the stream never went
That
down.
was interesting. Yeah, see, because now the fan is off over there. There we go. Basically, certain things kept running because I have the battery backups. So luckily,
Oh, that's
the
right. Those are
modem,
the battery
the
backups.
PC, all the equipment kept running, so the stream
Forgot
didn't get
about
interrupted.
those.
I guess it was just a temporary blip in the power. Don't ask me why that just happened. Doesn't even make sense. My lighting just turned off, by the way, so I have to turn those back on. Oh, I know why. It's probably the.
He did just add the, what you call it, air purifier to his room. How many electronic bullshit items do you have in that room? Again, he just added another bullshit electronic item with the air purifier with RGBs on it. Holy shit, DSP, you're pushing that house to its limit.
Wireless is down. Yeah, the wireless went down because the power blips. So I have to wait for the
Lotto,
modem to
are
turn
you
back on
crying in
downstairs.
appreciation of your wife?
And for the wireless router to cycle.
For making you
and then I'll be able
food?
to get stuff working. As you can see, it's not working right now because the modem turned
People
off.
giving you
So,
money?
okay. Yep, there it is. It says AC loss, power failure, power restored. I even get an update about it, like an email about it when it happens. How weird. Oh, all right, anyway. That was weird. So I have a Stone Cold Steve Austin that I like. Maybe we'll put the Austin card in there. See what else I got. See, all the refractors I got are terrible. But they're just bad cards that I don't care about. I wish that I had a refractor.
They're
like
bad because he doesn't care about them.
They stink. I have a freaking Sepia refractor of all people, Piper Niven. Wow.
Again, a woman, so he hates it.
I don't like any of these. So I don't like any of those cards. Let me take a look at the others. I think I had so I got maybe I'll put the Austin in there. We do have a
Capture
Hogan,
the
right? There
circuit
is a Hogan
breaker.
in here somewhere.
Breaking the house again,
There's a
huh?
Hogan in here somewhere.
Good for her.
Gotta go through them all. Oh, we have Iron Sheik. That's kind of a good one. Iron Sheik. Maybe I'll put Iron Sheik in there. We'll see.
Iron Sheik.
Look here.
Tell Hogan to go fuck himself. I loved following Iron Sheik on Twitter before he passed
Those things
away.
are terrible.
It was just
Did I get a
nothing
Cena? I think there was a
Hulk
Cena
Hogan,
somewhere
go
in there.
fuck yourself. Over and over and
See, here's
over
another one.
again.
The card looks amazing, but who the hell is that on it? The card is that cool refractor. It looks like broken glass. But can anyone tell me who the hell that's supposed to be? Stupid auto-focusing camera that doesn't autofocus. How nice. Look, it just fucking goes blurry. Hey, camera. You stupid fucking camera. I can't read it because it's blurry, stupid idiot. Oh, my God. So, if we could read it, does anyone actually see who this is?
Jasmine.
No, it's just getting blurry. It won't autofocus. The camera's dumb. No, that's not Alexa Bliss. It's some random NXT jobber. Jasmine Nix. Who the fuck is Jasmine Nix? Right? So anyway, the card looks
watch
great.
NXT, you would
who that is.
know.
I'm not going to put that in there. Here's the Hogan card. Hogan tearing his shirt. Maybe put that in there.
When DSP
All
sets
right.
his house on fire, that's going to be great. I'll feel bad for his neighbors. Especially since you know he took the...
Yeah,
literally
literally every refractor I got is terrible. It's just crap. Crappy refractor after crappy refractor. So, all right. So let's put all these together
Guys, what do I need a smoke alarm for? I don't smoke.
into one box. I could probably get rid of this box now. So who do we want to put in there with the Nakamura card? Want to put Hogan and Austin, Hogan and Sheik? I don't know. We got to decide between Hogan, Austin,
Hogan and Sheik would be a good one
who do we
because they
wanna put in
hated
there
each other.
with the rare Nakamura card for now. And by the way, we have two more sets, two more packs out of which one has a rare card. And then we have another box of 7 packs that there's another rare card. So when we're done, there will actually be 3 rare cards in this for the background of smart guys. Hogan and Austin to
I'm hoping
supercharge.
it's
All
gonna be
right, no
Derek.
Sheik.
Please
No
let
love
it
for
be
Iron
Derek.
Sheik. Damn. How many packs
Please
did I buy?
let
3
Derek be
boxes.
the new
We've been
host.
through one whole box. We have 2 packs left from the second box. Okay, here we go. We'll do Hogan. Do Austin. There we go. I love these, man. Magnetic now. This is the kind of shit you wanted when you were a kid. They didn't have it back then. But now everything is so simple, magnetic. The Hogan card's a refractor. I didn't even realize that. The Hogan is a refractor. Do you see that? It has that cool edge to it. I didn't even know that the Hogan was one of the rarer cards. That's cool. The Nakamura looks the best because it's the blue with the cracks. I like that. Cool. All right, so we're going to put that for now. I don't know. Like, when we do smart guys, I'll probably, like, put it in the back like this. But, oh, by the way, so this is all screwed up now. Let me see if I can get this to work. There we go. Cool. I get my whole background to work again. No. Probably got to get the wireless to reconnect.
Yep. Gonna be a DSP stream without some technical difficulties, right? It's the hallmark of his channels, fucking up his
Okay, so that should work. So I should get my lights back on. Here, I'll just I'll restart the lighting completely. Hopefully that will just do it automatically. Let's see. Restart. Okay.
Yes, DSP, keep fucking with your stuff.
Let's see. The one on the ground is working, but not the lamps. Great. Now the lamps won't work. Are you kidding me? So now the problem is the power goes out. It screws everything up. Unreal. All right.
First world problems.
Yeah, now I can't get the lamps to work. The things are on the edges of the room. That one's working and not that one. So half my stuff is working and half of it isn't. See, that one's working. Half the stuff won't work now for no reason. Don't tell me, because I think I know what might have happened. When the network shuts down and turns on again, what might end up happening is they change their actual location. So, for example, these lamps might have changed their location on my network. So now I can't control them until I find out what the new actual location is. And I reassign it on my network, so I turn them on and off again. Because I think that's what happened. That's what happened the other time, too. Remember I told you there was like a reset, like the drivers had reset and stuff? So this is incredibly annoying. Because now I'm going to have a DSP Trizzy with no backlights. There's no way for me to actually figure this out quickly. It's actually a pain in the ass to do.
Garziak, show up and help him.
This is pissing me off. Come on. So how do I figure this out? I'm trying to remember how you figure this out now.
God, I'm glad I decided to do this with you guys. I almost didn't do this.
Well,
I was like, man,
let me stop recording. The food just arrived, by the way. So I'll stop recording. Thanks to everyone who chilled during this event. I hope that you guys enjoyed this little impromptu post-birthday stream and you had a good time with me. And that's it. Check out DSP Tries Taco Time over on DSP Reacts, and I'll see you later. Cool. Okay. Yeah, this sucks. Because now what's going to happen is I have to like manually start searching for these devices on my network. So I'm gonna have no light. I mean, no light. Just what you see below me. That's all we're gonna have for DSP Tries It. I can't get the lighting to work at all. There's nothing I can actually.
Oh no, guys! We're gonna have the best lighting in the world. I'll Cypress TV to help.
Usually it's not a big deal, but it's just a pain to get to fix. Like I have to sit here and I have to try IP addresses
lights
manually
like
over and over to try to figure it out. It's really annoying to do. I don't really want to have to do it, but it looks like I'm going to be forced to do it because
well, things it might have.
It seems like my router is reassigning everything, which is really dumb, but that's what it's doing.
Cushing's disease. Yikes! That's not good.
So, yeah, they're both lamps are out. Basically, both lamps are out, and the backlight over there is out. So 3 out of my, like, 5 devices disconnected. What a pain in the ass. All right. Well, let me move all this stuff because the food's coming in. Are you guys ready for a DSP Tries It of taco time?
Wow, these tacos taste like tacos.
Never had this. Like I said, I think I had something 11 years ago, and I don't remember if it was any good. So we're having it for the first time, really. Yeah.
I can't wait for the tacos to be tangy and robust.
I got it right here so I can tell you what I ordered. Okay. All right, are we good? Is everything working? Because now YouTube chat is completely silent. I don't know what's going on. No, supercharged. They're not Bluetooth. The way my RGBs work, they all connect to my wireless router downstairs. The wireless router assigns a different IP address internally to each of these lighting devices, okay? Then through my single RGB software, I have to manually program each device, like not only like the number of LEDs, but I need to know the IP address and all of that. And then I can manually turn them off and on. I can actually reposition them in the setup to actually light differently and stuff, which is cool because I've done that for certain setups. But they're not RGB. They're they're not Bluetooth. They're all just on a wireless network. So that's the problem. If the power goes out, sometimes my modem will reassign all of it to different IP addresses, but then I don't know what they are. So I have to sit here basically doing process of elimination, like messing around, trying to figure out what the IP addresses are, which is really stupid. We should be back. Warren says, are we back? I didn't know that we ever left. Are we good? Is the stream still working, everybody? Because we're about to do DSP tries it. If it's working, I don't know. Is the stream working? No, Concho the Elder, you can stay put. Everything is good. I'm going to broadcast DSP tries it right here on this stream. You don't need to move at all, okay? All right.
Fascinating content, DSP. Best yet. He's gonna be gone. Be back right about there. He is. All right, got it. I got it. Perfect timing.
Well, it really sucks that sadly the background is not going to work for this. There's nothing I can do about that. Molsenberg did a $2 tip. If you connect to your router in the Wi-Fi WAN settings, you can see all the clients connected with their respective MAC addresses. Using the MAC address of each device, you can reserve a specific IP so they don't get assigned dynamic ones. Great for printers too. I'm pretty sure I know about that. The problem is the app that comes with my router is garbage. It doesn't even show me the IP address in the app. So I would have to manually connect to the router through the desktop to mess with it, which I haven't done yet. I've just been using the app to do basic stuff. It's kind of annoying. Because, you know, it's not like I use power
I've done nothing
regularly
with it.
I don't.
Good to know.
But it is annoying that now the only way I can get my lights to work is to kind of trial and error them. I do also think that I have an app. I do. I have an app here. Yeah, see? It doesn't even turn it on. I told it to turn it on. It thinks it's doing it, but it's not. Because it's being manually controlled by my software, so they won't even turn on through here. Yeah, see, it gives me the MAC address, but it's a pain in the ass. This is so stupid. All right, I'll just do it later. I'm going to have to mess around and guess.
Guys, it's a PC. It's not a Mac. Why does it give me a MAC address, guys? Okay. I was so waiting for him to say something like that. That would have been perfect.
All right, well, this is going to be interesting to say the least.
You could have made this the best stream ever by saying, why does it give me a MAC address when it's a PC?
All right, ready? All right, guys, here we go.
Oh, that would have been too golden.
Hello, everyone. DSP here, and welcome to another edition of DSP Tries It.
Yay. Best intro ever.
And if you're wondering why it looks kind of dark behind me, it's because my RGBs malfunctioned because of a power outage. I have to get them up and working again, and I didn't have time because the food was already here. So sorry that the background isn't popping today for DSP Tries It. Okay. Anyway, today we're doing something I've never done on the show before. Even though I've lived in the Pacific Northwest of the United States for over 11 years, I have never tried a fast food chain that's out here that is kind of prominent. They're a combination of American and Mexican food combined, and they are meant to compete, for example, with places like Taco Bell. But their offerings are very different from what you would actually see at Taco Bell. The place is called Taco Time, all right? They have all kinds of stuff, including different kinds of tacos, soft and crunchy. They have burritos. They have fried burritos, which to me looks like a taquito. So I don't know why they call it a fried burrito, because I think it technically is a taquito. But I guess that's just what they call it. And so today I'm going to be trying a variety of things from this place to show you. We've got a habanero chicken burrito. We've got a chicken soft taco. As you can see, it's huge. Like compared to soft taco you get anywhere else, it's huge. It's also expensive.
What else do they have?
But it's a very large soft taco.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
We've also got a standard crispy taco, okay, in the crispy style shell rather than in the soft shell. I don't know why the camera is doing this. Could you please stop? It's supposed to be focusing. There we go. Okay, so the crispy taco. And then I got one of the crisp burritos, which is basically just supposed to be like a fried burrito. Again, looks like a taquito to me. And we're going to try that with a ranch dipping sauce. Okay, so that's what we've got today to try from Taco Time. 4 different things.
4 different tacos.
I think we should try the crisp burrito first, and then the standard taco, then go to the bigger things back here. Okay, so this is the crisp burrito. I mean, that's a taquito. I don't know why they call it a crisp burrito. That is a taquito, 100%. So I don't know why they call it something different. Maybe
it's a
taco. I don't know. So I think I chose just the pinto bean. Do you see there's beans inside there? That's it. It's just pinto bean. All right. So I'm going to take a bite, and then we're going to try it in the ranch sauce. But let's just take a bite straight out of it and see how it tastes, okay? Hmm.
This tortilla meat
Well,
and cheese tastes like
it's
tortilla meat
crispy
and
on the outside.
cheese.
It's a little soft and chewy on the inside. It's warm. It's got a good fried flavor. I can definitely taste the beans. I would say that's not bad. Now, you can get this with chicken. You can get this with beef. You can just get it with the beans. I just opted for the beans. Let's see how this is with this dippable ranch sauce. No, it is not tangy.
Is it
So there we go.
robust?
Dip it in the sauce.
I'll say, mind you, this is what he ordered for himself.
Mm.
This is also not what he ordered for Cat, if Cat's still there.
Wow.
If
That
Cat
is
is still there,
surprisingly
this
good with the
is
ranch sauce.
what he ordered, and
Because
then there's more for her.
You would never think to put ranch on Mexican food, would you? But that actually works.
Yes, you would put ranch on
So,
Mexican food. Why wouldn't
that's
you?
good. The only problem is it's expensive. This is $5. I'm not kidding. This taquito
Cool
thing,
Ranch
$5.
Dorito
They call
not
it a crisp
ring a
burrito.
bell with you, dude, dumbass.
It's probably worth like $1, but they charge you $5.
Cool
Because
Ranch
fast food in America is now super
Doritos.
expensive.
What do you think
But
the
this actually
ranch
tastes
part
pretty
of
good.
Cool Ranch is? Dumbass.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, for beans, it's just beans and cheese and the fried covering and dipping sauce, $5. So, yeah, it's way overpriced. It actually tastes good, but that's way overpriced. But I will probably finish that later because that is not bad at all. All right, see, it says pinto bean on it, pinto bean. Crisp pinto bean burrito. Okay, so now let's try what's supposed to be their actual standard for a taco. So this is their regular crispy taco. I'm pretty sure I got it with beef. Let's
It's
check.
a fucking taco.
I'm pretty sure I got it with beef. How would this compare to, say, a Taco Bell taco, right?
That's how this taco compared to a taco.
I mean,
Oh yeah,
honestly,
nacho
it looks like a
dip would
Taco
be
Bell
better,
taco, does it
but...
not? Now, it does seem to have a lettuce and tomato on it, although the tomato seems to have
How's it
fallen off.
going? DSP decided to
There's
do
a
a
half
surprise
sliced
stream
tomato
because he
rather
really
than
needed
diced
that
tomato
money.
like they do it at Taco Bell. I mean, it looks almost exactly like a Taco Bell taco. It's got lettuce, tomato,
It's a
cheese.
taco.
There's your beef. You could see it, but I don't know if it has any kind of a sauce on it. I don't know. Let's taste it. Let's see what it's like. See if I can get the tomato actually in it so I can eat the tomato. Is that the only piece of tomato? That is, isn't it? That's the only piece of tomato on the whole taco. Wow. All right. So, the beef
The schnozberry tastes like
actually has
schnozberry.
more flavor
This
than a
taco
Taco Bell taco.
tastes like
It's a
taco.
little have more seasoning in there. It is on the salty side, but it actually tastes better than the meat in a Taco Bell taco.
1,800 milligrams of
I
salt.
don't know about the quality of the beef, but the bite was better. The flavor
That
was
Del
better.
Taco was probably the best. But it's still gonna be a taco.
So there is no other tomato on there but this one piece that fell. There's no sauce on there at all. You have to add your own sauce, but there was no, like, standard. Like, when you go to Taco Bell, right? They'll ask you, what sauce do you want? It didn't do that when I ordered, so I didn't get any sauce. So all I've got is a taco with no sauce. It's very, very plain and dry because there's no sauce.
He would.
The beef actually tastes good. Yeah. The beef is flavorful. I actually like the flavor of the beef taco. I hate Taco Bell beef tacos. I think they're disgusting. The beef actually tastes good in this one. Okay? Also, you might notice something. It's not breaking. I don't think there's been a single time I've eaten a Taco Bell crunchy taco that the whole thing didn't break and fall apart. This has not. This stayed together as I've been eating it. So that's a win, I guess. Right? Okay.
He didn't make a mess, guys. It's a miracle.
Overall, I would say this is not bad. I just wish it had sauce. But it tastes good. The beef is very flavorful. I just find it funny. I never ate the tomato because it fell out.
It's also a fruit, and we all know how much you hate fruits.
All right, so the crispy burrito, all right, tasted good when dipped in the ranch sauce. Their crunchy taco is way better than the Taco Bell crunchy taco. The flavor of the beef is very good. It's tasty. Like, I would probably want to try more things with that beef now because it actually has a good flavor to it.
It's very robust.
No sauce offered, and only a half tiny slice of tomato is kind of lame. Keep in mind that in a regular Taco Bell taco, you don't even get tomato unless you order the Supreme. Now, here is the rub. Because I'm being asked, well, how much is that? $4. $4 for that taco I just ate. I don't know what they charge for a taco at Taco Bell anymore, but that's $4 for that taco at Taco Time. Yep. Okay. Well, that's done. Next. This is the chicken soft taco. Oops. As you can see, it's huge. It is way bigger, right? Like, take a look at that compared to something at Taco Bell. It's like a burrito size. And that's their chicken soft taco. So I believe this is supposed to have lettuce, tomato, cheese, ranch sauce, and chicken, I think. Okay? So let's see. I mean, it's a burrito. Like, that's literally a burrito. That's not a taco. I don't know why they call this a taco. It's definitely a chicken burrito. That's really weird. And I didn't order the wrong thing. It says right there, chicken soft taco. So I don't know. Well, let's see. All right, let's give it a shot. Let's see what it tastes like. Okay.
Guys, it's tortilla, meat, and cheese. Tastes
Well,
like
the chicken
tortilla,
does
meat, and
have some flavor.
cheese.
But all I really got in that bite was a little bit of chicken and lettuce. I didn't really get anything else. So maybe keep going and see what it tastes like if I go further in.
We gotta go deeper.
Mm.
Chimichanga. What do you
In that
think you
bite,
are, Deadpool?
I got more. I got chicken, and the chicken definitely has flavor. I got some lettuce. I got some cheese. I may have gotten a tiny bit of the ranch. I'm not sure. It's actually not bad. I don't know if I like it, but let me keep going, okay? That bite was good.
Talking with your mouth full. Thank you, DSP. This is what I wanted to hear.
In that bite, I got tomato, lettuce, and the ranch sauce with the chicken, and that actually was quite good. This is not bad at all, actually. Let me try some more. Yeah, the chicken is legitimately seasoned and marinated. I can tell. The chicken has a good flavor to it. Sadly, it's not charred or anything. It's cooked, but it's not charred. It just has a marination flavor to it. And everything in here goes pretty good together. But it's not a taco. This is a wrap. This is a chicken wrap.
Not a taco,
this
guys.
is a ranch
Not
chicken
a
wrap
taco.
with lettuce, tomato, cheese,
Only
and ranch sauce.
tortilla, meat, and
It's
cheese.
definitely not a taco. So I don't know why on earth they call it a soft taco. That's not even close. But it's pretty darn good. It's heavy.
It's tortilla,
it's pretty good.
meat,
Okay?
and cheese. Only real difference between the different tortilla, meat, and cheeses is, obviously, the sauces you put in it. Or what kind of meat? Do you do pork? Do you do beef? Do you do chicken? Do you do fish?
Yeah, there's a lot of meat. There's a lot of ingredients.
And of course, if you want to get fancy, you can do no ostrich,
the
turkey.
vegetables seem crisp and fresh.
There's all kinds of random shit you can do.
So I think it's good. However, you might say, well, that's pretty darn big of a soft taco. How much is that, Phil? Are you ready for this? This chicken soft taco was over $8. Yes.
Holy fuck, DSP.
$8. So that's why I was kind of suspect. I was like, is it really a soft taco for over $8? No, it's not. It's a burrito or it's a wrap. For that, and you see how much you get, honestly, I don't think I have a problem with that because it is pretty big. Like, I would eat that whole thing. That'd be pretty filling. Get a combo with that. And they have various sides of taco time, including chips and salsa.
Yeah, that's why I see this so bad.
Mexican restaurant. And
could be Excalibur.
So, even though it's okay, $8 for a taco is too much, it's not really a taco, right? Okay, now, out of all the things that I got, all right, this last thing we're going to try is actually called a burrito. Okay, so it's big, by the way. As you can see, it's quite big, excuse me. It's quite large. It's the biggest thing out of everything that I've just ordered, okay? This is called the habanero chicken burrito. So this is supposed to have black beans, cheese, salsa, and a bunch of other things in it that make it like a Mexican style soft habanero burrito. What I want to do is actually bring it up and tell you exactly what's in it. Here we go. A soft flour tortilla stuffed with your choice of beef or chicken. I selected chicken, black beans, sour cream, and a spicy habanero salsa. Okay. All right, you ready? The habanero chicken burrito. So what's weird is, I mean, it does feel slightly different. Like the texture of this wraps feels slightly different. We have a loose black bean. I'll get him out of here. And it is bigger and heavier than the chicken taco.
Oh, I better start chewing your fingernails there, DSP. Let's
give it a shot. The habanero chicken burrito.
Falling out of his mouth, making a huge mess. This is what your whole audience needs to see there, DSP.
Wow. Hold on one second. So here's the deal. First 3 bites, I got no chicken at all. It's all beans and rice with this spicy habanero salsa. And that salsa is spicy. 3 bites in, my tongue right now is burning. And I actually had to take a sip of water to try to cool it down because it was burning so much. Okay? So it's not bad, but considering the fact that I got it, where's the chicken? Or I wonder where the chicken is. I'm not finding any. Okay, let's continue. Got 4 bites in, still no chicken. Okay, that might be chicken right there, but I haven't gotten any yet. Keep going. Five bites in, still no chicken.
I wonder if he got the wrong thing.
What's odd,
Not surprised
this is
me.
bigger and more expensive than the soft chicken taco back there. I think there's way more chicken in the taco than there is in the burrito. I'm getting nonstop beans and rice, beans and rice, beans and rice every single bite with some of the heat from the habanero salsa, but I'm getting 0 chicken. Let's keep going. That bite, I finally got some chicken, but I also got a mouthful of sour cream. So basically all I really tasted there was the sour cream. I didn't really taste anything else. So that's kind of disappointing.
DSP,
I was hoping for a chicken flavor, and I just got sour cream blast.
Yes, where's the chicken? Where's the beef?
So I'll be honest, there's more chicken coming, by the way. We're almost halfway into this burrito. I've had 1 bite with chicken. Predominantly the flavor I'm getting is the habanero. That's definitely the strongest flavor in it, is the heat. Outside of that, yes, I taste beans and rice, but why would I want a giant burrito that's mostly just beans and rice? I want the chicken, and they really skimped in this for some bizarre reason. They went heavy with the chicken in the taco and light on the chicken in the burrito. That's weird. I wonder if 2 different people made them, right?
Chomp, 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 chomp.
Let's do a few more bites, and I'll tell you my overall thoughts.
Chomp, chomp, chomp. Right into the microphone.
Go to full screen now. Oh, there goes the habanero spice. I need to wash it down again. It's too spicy. Oh, it's way too spicy. Okay. So, here's the truth. No exaggeration. Everything I just ate was better than Taco Bell. The crisp burrito, which essentially is a large taquito, tastes really good when you dip it in the ranch sauce. And that was just a pinto bean. I can imagine it tastes even better if you put a meat in there. The standard taco, the flavor of the beef is way better than Taco Bell beef. It has great flavor to it. And if you didn't notice, the whatchamacallit, the shell, the crispy shell, the crunchy shell, didn't break, which is great. That's a problem with Taco Bell tacos. They always break and make a mess. That one didn't break. I was disappointed with the tomato that came with it, though. The soft chicken taco is probably my favorite thing out of everything that we just had. Because I think the soft chicken taco is shocking because it really isn't a taco. It's essentially a burrito with lettuce, tomato, ranch, and cheese.
And it does have a burritos, but I still prefer burritos over tacos. Give me the soft shell.
That is my favorite thing that we just got from Taco Time.
Keep talking with your mouth full. That's so fucking disgusting.
I can't stop eating this. It's so good. So, here's the best way that I can describe Taco Time. It's like Taco Bell, but they actually want you to eat the food and enjoy it. That's the best comparison. Like, everything at Taco Bell, you could tell, is dried out, rehydrated, not fresh, slapped together by a bunch of pimple-faced teenagers who don't give a crap if they're giving you what they're supposed to give you or not. Over the top levels of sauce.
Why would these teenagers care?
Excessive everything and nothing of any quality. The meat at Taco Bell is disgusting, right? The meat at Taco Bell is this dehydrated crap that's like paste and it tastes like nothing. The chicken at Taco Bell is flavorless, has no flavor to it whatsoever. Here, the chicken tastes good. It has flavor. Though I am going to complain about the habanero burrito. That should have more chicken in it. Oh, by the way, so pricing-wise, the crisp burrito or taquito was $5. The crispy taco, beef, was $4 and change. The chicken taco, which isn't really a taco, was over $8. And, ladies and gentlemen, the piece de resistance, you ready? The soft habanero burrito, this guy right here, was $11.29. $11.
But was that with DoorDash delivery fees? have to remember, when he's giving these prices, he's probably also including DoorDash delivery fees. If you actually just went to the restaurant and bought it there, would it actually cost that much? I'm guessing no. But this is DSP we're talking about, so.
For that burrito. Okay? So price-wise, this place is expensive. I'm not kidding. There's a local burrito place on my block that would do a burrito that was bigger and better than that habanero burrito, and it would only be like $8. So this is definitely more fast foody in that regard. They're trying to go fast food, and the service was almost instant. Like I ordered it, they made it right away. It was already here within like 15 minutes. It was like so speedy. So likely, this is stuff that's pre-made and they're slapping it together fast. This is not like made to order fresh like it would have been at that local burrito place right over there. But overall, it's definitely better than Taco Bell. Like the flavor is better, the portions are better, everything is just improved from Taco Bell. Like I would actually go eat a bunch of the standard crispy tacos from Taco Time. Maybe I would get chicken, maybe I would get beef, maybe I would alternate. I hate the tacos at Taco Bell. They suck ass. I would only eat it if it's part of a combo. That's when I eat their tacos. So there's good flavor here. And like I said,
Sorry, Cat, no eating of your taco.
Eating this actual chicken taco is very good. That's my favorite thing. The chicken is good. So, honestly, comparing the soft chicken taco to the habanero burrito, all right, that's a $3 price difference. And I think this is better. It's smaller, but I actually think it's better. There's more chicken in this. This is mostly rice and beans, and I think the habanero salsa is too hot. This, I think, is a good combination of coolness of the veggies.
Habanero is too hot.
Marinated chicken is
really good. DSP.
So,
habanero was too hot.
Okay.
Wow, what a fascinating observation that the habanero was hot.
It's not bad at all. Flavor-wise, it's good. It has a good crispy outside, chewy inside, good fried flavor. The beans are flavorful.
Whatever you want to call it.
And it tastes better when you dip it in ranch sauce. It's just too expensive. Do you want to spend $5 for this biteable thing? It's like a snack, right? I mean, it's exactly what it is. It's a snack. Why are you going to pay $5 for that? This is something you would get at 7-Eleven.
Snack pizza you got for Cat.
Too pricey. So flavors are good, but value, it's way overpriced. I'll give that a 3 out of 5. All right, the crisp burrito, 3 out of 5. The actual crunchy taco, I can't show you because I ate the whole thing. The flavor of the beef was great. The shell was crispy but didn't break when I was eating it. But there's no sauce on it by default, which is disappointing. I wish that there was some sauce. And at the same time, only half of a tomato. Okay, and the price, over $4 for a single crispy taco. Way too expensive. So the value is not good for the price, but the flavor is good, and it's definitely better than Taco Bell. I'll give the crispy taco a 3 out of 5 as well. Okay, now, on to the main event entrees. The soft taco, that's chicken, and the soft habanero burrito. The chicken taco is by far my favorite thing. Tons of chicken, good amount of veggies. Veggies taste fresh. Good amount of ranch. Overall, not bad at all. The price is pricey. $8 for that is a lot. I would expect that to maybe $5, $6. I'd be good. $8 is pricey. So I'm going to give the soft chicken taco
I thought Cat liked
a
Wendy's,
3.75 out of 5.
Wendy's burgers as late night snack.
And then lastly, the habanero
that's not a joke.
Soft burrito.
They ordered Wendy's burgers as late night snack according to him.
Which I'd love to show you if the paper would go down.
I wonder how she got so fat, guys. That's
there you
a
go.
Total mystery.
The habanero soft burrito. Mostly rice and beans, not enough chicken. Okay, the habanero salsa is too spicy, but it's filling, it's big. I would give that a 3.5 out of 5. So 3 out of 5 for the crisp burrito and the crispy taco, a 3.75 out of 5 for the soft chicken taco, and a 3.25 out of 5 for the habanero burrito. I hope you enjoyed DSP Tries It for Taco Time. I know it's something that a lot of you cannot get because it's Pacific Northwest kind of exclusive, but hopefully it was enjoyable to you, and thank you for watching. Next time, we'll do something else interesting. We're already talking about perhaps Little Caesars, which I haven't done in over a decade. So, thank you all for watching. DSP Tries It. DSP Tries It. And I will see you next time. Okay. All right, guys. Well, that is that. Sadly, my lights aren't working, so I'm going to go on break and upload, finish some of this food, and come back tonight with Disco Elysium continuing on the late stream around 7 p.m. Pacific time for a couple of hours. Hopefully, I can get the lights working in the meantime. Kind of annoying that happened. Thank you for watching. Thanks for chilling with me. This was just an impromptu stream. I appreciate y'all just coming and hanging out. Tonight, we get back on track with Disco Elysium. If you're not interested in that tomorrow, we will have our first podcast of the week.
You really did.
Plus, we will have more, well, the premiere of South of Midnight, new game coming out on Game Pass, and then tomorrow night,
free range,
really nice stream of Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. Okay? Thank you, guys. Enjoy the break. See you tonight. Peace out.
Congratulations, guys. He got to eat on stream. I think that's why he did it. I think the reason why he did this is so he got to eat on stream, because he owed it. And since he owed it, that's why he did it. If he didn't have the DSP tries it lined up, I don't think he would have done this. But because he owed them food, he's like, alright, well, I'll just go on stream and eat on stream, and whatever money I make. Yay! And got $78 for it. Congratulations, DSP. 78 fucking dollars. Good job. Oh, it's already past 9 o'clock. That, guys, I'm going to let you go. I got a soup of cheeseburger, jalapeno burger, whatever soup with some extra strip steaks thrown in. Because that's what I had in the slow cooker yesterday. I had 5 cans of the Campbell's Chunky cheeseburger cheeseburger jalapeno soup. Then I had steak strips, whatever, thrown in. It was so fucking good. Nah, he's not gonna rage quit. DSP tries it. He loves it. He gets to eat on stream and get paid for it. After you give him a bunch of fucking money. So I'm glad I got to hop on here with you guys. I'm glad I got to hang out with you and hada hada hada. What a da 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 da. So much da 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 da. From Jerry and Nix and Warren and Timo and Sonny. I did add Sonny, right? Or is Sonny already on the list? Yep, Sonny's already on the list. That's why I didn't add him to the bottom. Because he's already on the list. He did not make up for the shots, but I think that's why he opened the WWE Champions, not Champions, WWE collector's cards. I think that's why he opened up those packs because, well, guys, I can't do shots, so I'll open up these instead. That's my theory, anyways. Alright, well, guys, it's now past 9 o'clock. I'm gonna let you go. Thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day.